Oh, he's here. He's here. He's here.
There we go.
There he is.
Jay with his best fiend impression. He said, "Let me in."
That's
How's
crazy.
Bruno, bro? You watch any Bruno matches, bro?
That's why.
Oh my!
That's why he was late watching them Bruno matches, bro. Yeah, man. Come on now.
He said, "Hold
Ain't got
on, I gotta
nothing
win."
Ain't got nothing on
He said,
Luthez, bro. What are you talking
He
about?
said,
brother?
"Hold on, I gotta watch Bruno's last title defense before he lost it." That's what he said.
This is crazy.
Well, Bruno's matches last longer than Samoa Joe's title run, so.
I'm gonna let that slide.
You're cooked.
Wow. That's a
crazy.
crazy straight right
That's
there.
crazy. You deserve this. You deserve this.
Hey,
I'll give that to you, Jay.
I might have to buy a Bruno shirt for that one, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's
I gotta
crazy.
get the Bruno
Do
merch.
those exist? Like, can you
I
buy
came
Bruno
ready.
merch?
Yeah, I'm sure
The Bruno shit is crazy.
Yeah, I'm sure you're on sale.
Man,
Yeah,
That's
that's
wild.
crazy. That's crazy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the channel for people who are in the chat. Some on the channel. Today we're going to just be discussing WrestleMania 41. We've been doing a lot of drifting into WrestleMania over the last couple of pods about our takes and what we think gonna happen and all this shit. So today we're dedicating the whole pod to
That's right, Mace here.
3 different categories as we're going to break down of WrestleMania 41. First category, we're going to discuss of what we believe should happen at WrestleMania. The next, what's the next? So what we believe should happen, what we think will happen, and how we would book it. So those are the 3 categories that we're looking at that we're going to break down because everybody on here has been getting into debates about it's going to be Rock and Cody, it's going to be Roman and Rock, it's got to be this match, it's got to be this match. There's a lot of I mean, I guess honestly that's what kind of makes WrestleMania good this next year could be because there's a lot of really what ifs in the chat, like what questions, because I don't know if there's any like 100% guarantee like we know this is gonna happen for sure. Like that match is gonna be on the show. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of different directions they could possibly go in. So G will share the screen as always. He'll be in charge of writing everything down. So everybody's gonna have their own name. We're gonna come back to this later on, leading up to WrestleMania to see who was right and who was wrong. So first category we'll discuss is what we believe should happen. So not us booking the show necessarily, but like this should happen at WrestleMania for the better of the show. Like this is what should happen. This is what we believe that will make the show better. And we'll dive into that category first, and then we'll move on to the other one. So I think there's a lot of, like I said, this might be the first WrestleMania when you look at all aspects of different matches and stuff. This might be the first WrestleMania in a while where like you legit can't really say like what the main event's going to be, what really any match is going to be, honestly. I mean, it's really kind of, but I'm talking any of the main events, so like night 1, night 2, I don't know what it really could be at this stage. I mean, we kind of got ideas, but what we really think it's going to be, we kind of really still don't have a feel for it yet. So everybody's going to, talk and discuss, and G's going to write them down, and then we're going to come back and see who's got the script when it's all said and done, who got the script and how it's really going to go. So this is what we think should happen for WrestleMania 41. So what we believe should happen for the show, for the better of the show. The undisputed title we will start with. So how many of y'all think Cody's still going to be the champ by that show?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, he's definitely still going to be the champ. He's
still
definitely
be the champ.
I'm not even thinking about it.
So we definitely think he's still going to be the champ. If I had to pick for me, I mean, it's going to be Cody. Ooh.
Well, while you think about that, can I just say something? Because
there's a couple options.
Go
ahead.
I've been preaching for about a couple months now. The Cody Randy feud is going to happen. That's why they didn't do it at SummerSlam. That's why
we know that's
still
bound
wasting
to
time with
happen.
the bloodline. That's been my logic and thinking. Until I saw that segment on SmackDown. Once I saw that segment on SmackDown, and I was like, it's almost like they have to do Robert Cody at part 3. Like
That's
it's almost
so
like they
tricky,
have
bro.
to do a trilogy.
It's so tricky.
And they don't have to, but the way that segment went, and knowing how Triple H like to think, there gotta be a trilogy.
There's a trilogy. I mean, there has to be a trilogy. I don't think it necessarily has. This is what I've been saying, is that I think we could definitely get Cody versus Roman again. I don't think it necessarily has to be at WrestleMania, nor do I think it would be good for WrestleMania to do the same match 3 years in a row. I think that's asking for trouble. So I think you could do Cody and Roman between now and then, and that's going to set up who I think is actually going to face Roman, which I guess we can talk about later. But I have a strong.
Oh yeah, we could put that. Yeah, did you? I
Um,
forgot the non-title match. We got to do Rock and Roman. Too, so.
Yeah, because I strongly 100%
You can fix
feel
it. You can add that in there too.
at this
add that back in there.
that it's going to be Rock versus Roman, and that a Cody Roman rematch between now and Mania is going to be the nexus that leads into the Rock versus Roman.
See, I threw out the idea on here a couple times. They could do Roman and Cody again because they've never had two guys main event 3 WrestleManias consistently in a row, and the story I feel like is really appealing. I feel like the unpredictability is really there because both guys really want that same spot. It makes it really tough because it's like if you do that, then other things have to be sacrificed. So that's what makes it so hard as far as what direction we see this really going in. I guess as for now, if we want, we all can put undisputed title. We all can just put Cody's name because he's gonna be in there. So we all can
And Jade, so I agree with you on the fact that
Cody versus Roman 3 to main event SummerSlam 2025.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah.
Well,
I've heard rumors. I've heard the rumors. I don't know if y'all heard, but supposedly it's supposed to happen at Crown Jewel. Is what they're saying.
Ew.
Well, yeah.
I already have Cody's SummerSlam match already, but we'll get
but Jade, here's the thing though, because I actually agree that it can get tricky if they do 3 of the same match 3 years in a row. But the only reason why I feel like you can get away with it is because this can be the catalyst for the Cody heel turn. This is now a babyface Roman, technically, even though I'm glad he's still Roman. You can take the Homelander Cody route, and here's the only reason why. I think in that match, a lot of people is going to be rooting for Roman to get his title back, right? We already have the spinning Kevin Owens feud that Triple H clearly listened to you about. He clearly listened to you word for word, bar for bar. So I think Cody is going to kind of eventually be like, well, why is everybody coming at me? Like, he still feels like he's the hero in this story and all that, right? But if slowly but surely people are kind of starting to, we're kind of tired of this, we want our OTC. He can turn in the match. You can do that. And that's where I feel like you can get away with it. But I agree with you. I think the safer route is still let's get Rock and Roman out the way and do the Cody Randy feud. That's my safer route. But that segment on SmackDown, I'm telling y'all, they might run it back for a third time. They might.
That's free TV, bro. I don't
free
think
TV is crazy work.
Saturday night's main event.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, it makes it. I don't know, man. I guess I let Nate speak because he said he had an idea too. So.
Oh, I had an idea for SummerSlam.
What's SummerSlam? What you got?
Nick Aldis, bro. He'll Nick Aldis.
And Cody?
Yeah. They'll make Nick Aldis that push William Regal was supposed to get. I don't think that's SummerSlam. That's not Mania. That's SummerSlam. I'm talking about SummerSlam. All
right, so let's talk about Mania. What we believe should happen at Mania for the safe route. I gotta say Cody and Randy. I gotta say Cody and Randy. That's just a safe bet because it opens more layers. If you do Cody and Randy, it opens more layers of things you can do on the show.
Put that for me too.
Okay.
Yeah, it opens more layers as far as the Cena match. Rock and Roman is still there on the table, even though I think Cena and Randy is going to happen. If you do that, then Cody will kind of be. I mean, I have a way that I'm going to book Cody when I was talking about how I book it as far as I haven't faced, but that's what I believe should happen. Will be the safe route. Cody versus Randy, I think, is just a safe bet. I mean, it's just hard to.
And
really
that way we can already knock out Rock Roman. We can get that feud out the way. Let it main event, whatever Mania you want. Probably most likely night 2. Let it main event.
But I'm not gonna lie though. If they were to do Cody versus Roman, I honestly wouldn't be mad at that, especially with what I saw.
Me
neither.
Honestly, it's amazing.
Match.
It's amazing how that one segment was like, yeah, run it back. Because what have I told y'all before? I was really fearful. I was like, yo, it's why I was on Sami Zayn's head so much. Pause. Because you already overcame the odds. Stop acting like you're an underdog. Cody, this whole time, has been like, nah, I beat you, gang.
Yeah.
I'm like that now. This is my show. I run this, right?
Yep.
And so for Cody, because we know Cody I know he wants to be a heel. I know it's itching for him. I think they could go the route if they really wanted to. They can do the trick. I think it would be good because technically they're two baby faces, right? And we're assuming Roman would have already taken care of at least Solo in them, maybe not Rock, but he would have taken care of Solo in them, right? And you can do that babyface going in, but Cody that can be the start of his heel turn. Like he wins. I think Cody wins. I think Cody is the right decision. But that could be the start of like, y'all booed me winning. After everything I went through for these bloodlines, he was gone a couple months and y'all booed me winning. Like, I think that could be a nice little caveat to his story.
So let me jump in. I missed a lot of that because I lost connection. If I lose it again, by the way, I'm probably just going to bow out for the rest of the show. We reorganized a bunch of stuff and I'm trying the show at a different spot in the house. We just moved the router, so I'm hoping that fixes it. Anyway, I understood the gist of what you were going for when I disconnected. My point is, G, though, all of that is fine and dandy and all of that works. But for me, the reason I'm still going the other way is the Rock of it all. If we weren't all so 100% sure that the Rock was going to be at this WrestleMania, which I think we all are, I just don't know if there's another more intriguing match on the card. Like, yeah, we could do the Rock versus Cody, but I feel like the Rock versus Cody you could do at any Big Four pay-per-view. But the Rock versus Roman, that feels like WrestleMania. That doesn't feel like SummerSlam or Rumble.
Yeah.
So just to finalize my guess for the undisputed title, by the way, I'm actually going against the grain. I'm not saying Randy. I think it's going to be Cody versus Punk.
Oh.
Wow.
Is that what you believe should happen, or is that how you would book it?
So if we're going should happen, yes, because I think you have to do The Rock versus Roman. And then when it comes to Gunther, there's so many other matchups. Whereas with Cody, I feel like he's more limited with options. And I feel like CM Punk is the best option. If he's not wrestling The Rock, if he's not wrestling Roman, I feel like with Cody, it starts at the top and says, all right, well, we can't do this, we can't do that. And then we get down to CM Punk, and that's going to be the best option story-wise. They have the AEW connection, wrestling-wise, history-wise, because they both came into WWE around the same time. Yeah.
The way you said it, that's how I would book it. CM Punk and Cody is how I would do it, but I don't know if that's the safe bet for how
I know we're doing what should, and I hope you're here. I know I don't want to get too in depth. Oh, that's a safety, is it not? Oh, sorry. I don't want to get too in depth, but if you're gonna do Cody CM Punk, I'm assuming you're sliding Seth to Gunther then, right?
Well, we'll get there, right? We'll get there. But as far as what should happen, because listen, if I think that the Rock and Roman Reigns should happen, which I do, that leaves me with limited options. So from there, I basically have to say, yes, it should be Cody versus CM Punk, because I think CM Punk versus Cody, in my opinion, because of the history that they share at multiple points, is a much more intriguing matchup than CM Punk versus Gunther. Would that be a good match? Yeah, probably. But I just think it's a lot more intriguing if you go Cody versus Punk, especially when you consider the fact that Punk wins the Rumble, which I think he's going to do. And then everyone's expecting him to go after the Raw title because he's been on Raw all this time. And then suddenly swings and reverses and goes after Cody. And maybe that's what triggers Cody's heel turn, because Cody's like, whoa, what the hell? What did I do to you? Why are you coming after me? And maybe that's what triggers Homelander Cody. And I think babyface Punk get the entire arena behind him for that pop when he does ultimately win versus Homelander Cody. Yeah, I think that would be great. So yeah, what should happen is Cody versus Punk. I talked myself into it. That's what should happen.
See, the way Jade is talking about it, that's how I would personally book the show. Like if I was in charge, that's how I would do it. I don't know if it's the right thing to do just because there's other different layers that add on to it. It's not a bad choice, though. I mean, Cody versus Punk is not a bad option. But if you got Cody versus Randy on the table, too, I feel like that's more of a feud that people would be invested into more because that's something that people are really waiting for. That also has a legit story there. So, I mean, there's different angles they could go to it as well. So there's different layers to it. The Gunther World Title match is interesting. There's really only two people that I have in mind, and it's either Brock Lesnar or Seth Rollins. It's one of the two. As far as what they should do,
I'm
not gonna lie, man. I kind of think the Lesnar match is a bigger match for WrestleMania. I think that would be bigger for Gunther if they really wanted to solidify him beating Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. I mean, him and Seth would have a better match, but overall, him beating somebody like Lesnar, that's gonna help.
Yeah,
that's gonna help. Boost Gunther
Catapult him
further, catapult him up even further to the scene. And that's really the only thing that I really care for Lesnar to come back and do. Like, that's the only thing that people, I think, want him to come back and do. And it would just, the only thing about that would just be the matches. Like, we don't know how good the match would be because you never know with Lesnar matches, especially when he fights the bigger men like that and the guys
Gunther gonna put it out. He gonna be like, nah, nigga, we working, bro. Like, Gunther not playing that shit. No.
And
it's impossible. It's impossible for Gunther to have a bad match anyway. So,
but Triple H is also he keeps teasing these stuff, like when they keep asking him about Lesnar, like, is Brock Lesnar coming back? And he keeps saying, well, I mean, he can come back whenever he wants. It's just pretty much up to him. So it kind of seems like whenever he wants to come back, it's pretty much like he's gonna come back whenever he wants to, if he wants to. And for WrestleMania, I can see them doing something like that if they want to help really establish Gunther further. You know what I mean? Like, it only really works if Gunther wins that match.
I continue to struggle with the Brock Lesnar of it all because I mean, he was heavily involved in that Vince McMahon story last year. A lot of really gross accusations, a lot of really serious accusations. It just makes me wonder if WWE is ready to put him out there like that. If they are, then I guess it could happen. But
see, I don't know if they would bring him back though. If it was like really that, like if he was really like in it, like, really heavily into it.
Oh, go ahead.
If he's really heavily into it, where it's like really bad, then he should never come back. That's just a bad.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think he's been like prosecuted at all. He hasn't been prosecuted, so that would be WWE's excuse. And I mean, it's WWE. They got to fucking deal with Saudi Arabia. Like, it does. If it's something super serious, like if he's been prosecuted, or like if he's like going to have to go to court, like then they're going to stay away from that. But if his name is like just kind of rumored and it's attached, but it's like it's Brock Lesnar, it's the Brock Lesnar pop. They're gonna try to throw all this like cinema and pizzazz and all the bells and whistles so you don't remember what he's involved in. That's what they do.
Yeah. So, either way, my answer, what they should do is a triple threat, Gunther, Rollins, and McIntyre. I feel is what they should do.
Okay.
Well, now that is one that ventures away from what I think
Rollins and McIntyre. That's interesting.
Because we're going to talk about what they will do, right? What I think they will do, because that's different from what I think they will do. But what I think they should do, where I think the story lends itself the most, is a triple threat between McIntyre, Rollins, and Gunther. That story tells itself.
Yeah, that's interesting. I haven't thought about that one.
Well, I do want to add a little bit, just like my 2 cents to the Brock Lesnar thing, because one thing I will kind of give a little bit of maybe different perspective. This is TKO now. Yeah. Like, this is TKO, new management. Even if Vince was here, he'd have a boss to answer to.
Yeah.
It's a different perspective. And Brock, obviously, he had UFC ties, clearly. But I think one with that, and even though it's kind of not in the same world, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my gosh, with all the Diddy stuff that's going on right now, they might not want to bring anything tied to Vince right now, because
as they
shouldn't. But it's basically in the same light if we keep it above.
No, so yeah. We don't even know the full story. The documentary for Vince hasn't even come out yet. So
yeah, I know, but like PR wise, that's just a nightmare we don't want, especially because they're not even are they even a year into this TKO merger?
No. Well, they're not even a year, I think.
Yeah, but like they're not even a year into it yet. Like, the last thing I need, like, I would just say, until Brock Lesnar's name, bare minimum,
is fully cleared,
or he's like, it's a settlement or whatever the case. Until that happens, I get innocent until proven guilty, but I would just look. They have clearly shown since TKO has come over that they are willing to, let's just get rid of the PR firestorm, and then we'll worry about it later.
I'm looking at it like the Chris Benoit stuff. Like when all that stuff went down and that we went down, like you could never even mention him again. It wasn't even a thought. If it was really that deep where I feel like they knew Lesnar was like they had something on him or whatever, I feel like they wouldn't even entertain it. Like because Triple H has said like Brock can come back whenever he wants, so why would he even entertain that fact? If it was like,
but at the same time, Malik, I have to believe that if they could have had Brock out for something since that happened, he would have already been back. There's a reason he hasn't come back for anything since all that came out, and there's a reason why his disappearance coincided with the story coming out. So now,
I'm not disagreeing with that, but then don't stop saying that he can come back whenever he wants. Then that's the problem.
No. So I think G's point is, and I agree with it. Brock Lesnar can only come back to the extent that WWE feels they've had a I'm putting this a long way of putting it because I don't know how else putting it. Brock Lesnar will only come back when WWE feels they've had a comfortable enough degree of separation from the event. Now, when we can't decide that. We can't decide when WWE is going to have a comfortable enough degree of separation from the story. That's just going to be completely up to Triple H and Khan and all those guys. So it's a complete toss-up as to what's going to happen with Lesnar. Who knows?
Yeah, I just feel like if there's any situation where it's bad enough that he should never come back, then you got to stop entertaining the fact where they're interviewing you and you say,
"No, I agree.
Well, Brock can come back whenever he wants to come back." Well, is it that serious or is it not that serious? Because if it's that serious, then somebody like that should never be in your company again.
And maybe this whole thing is Brock's idea. Maybe Brock is saying, "Hey, I feel like I'm going to bring bad PR to the company. I'm just going to stay away for a while," and maybe it goes the other way.
Ultimately, I don't even know if it's Triple H's full decision to make. I mean, it's probably TKO. Obviously, Brock's gonna have to want to do it. I'm sure Triple H had to say in it, but it's like I feel like if it was really that deep, it's kind of like the Benoit situation where it's like you don't even speak about him. You know what I mean? That's why when they put his picture in the Vince documentary, that's why I got a lot of buzz because like they don't even speak about that. So that's kind of crazy that there may be a chance they're gonna dive into that conversation. I guess I don't know. So I guess depending on how serious it is. Just based off what Triple H has said in different interviews, based off what I've seen, every time they've asked him, is there a situation, what is Brock Lesnar doing? He said the same stuff repetitive, that Brock Lesnar, is a free agent and he can come back to WWE and he's welcome to come back whenever he wants. So it's basically the words that he's been saying. So
yeah, we'll just have to see. There's no telling at this point.
So based off what I believe they should do, just based off that, if they need Gunther to get that big win to really kind of, because there's really no other like legends you can really look at on the roster, I think that would really have effect to him that you can match him up with when it comes to the intensity and this type of style that he has. Him beating a Brock Lesnar would really, I think, catapult him up further to where they really want him to go. I mean, he's already reaching legendary stats as it is right now, but a win like that, I mean, that kind of really puts him like up there at the higher echelon, and that honestly could be a main event match too for WrestleMania. I mean, that could be a night one main event alone, but everybody else, G, who do you got for Gunther? What do you think they should do?
Actually, I want to let Nate go first because I feel like we might have the same thing, but I want to let Nate go first.
I'm trying to think of the rest of the card, and it's a good issue to have because I don't think they should bring Brock back because everything, and I feel like I said it multiple times, his story had a perfect ending. Like him passing the torch to Cody, like, hey, bro, you're the guy who's going to beat Roman Reigns. Like, go ahead and beat Roman. And he went on to do that. I think that was the perfect ending for him. I don't think he needs to come back. I know him and Gunther would be great and make Gunther look great, but Gunther doesn't need it. Brock doesn't need it. So I don't think that's what should happen. But I'm just going to say this just to fit these guys into it because I really can't think of any other place to put them with, because I'm thinking of Cena's match and I have what I think should be Cena's match because I don't think Cena should challenge for a world title at Mania. I think that's a waste of a world title. He can do that later. I'm just going to throw CM Punk and Seth Rollins in there. Just throw them both together.
Triple threat.
I feel like Drew can find something else to do. He can have a feud with somebody else. And then you can have those guys have their big blow off match at SummerSlam.
Okay, triple threat. So we got two triple threats.
Mo, what about you?
like he went to take care of something, so you can write your.
Okay, that's fine.
Matter his Seahawks.
So this is because this is a what should happen, and I'm doing my best to not book how I would do it because
we gotta wait for that.
Yeah, obviously there's like different biases that I might have. So honestly, for me, just based on the way I feel like this card is going to shape up,
man, the Cowboys suck.
Yeah, they do. What should happen is Gunther versus John Cena. That's what should happen.
Hard
just
pass.
Based on. So I'm already gonna. I mean, you can say hard pass. That's fine. But I'm already gonna feel.
Actually, hold on. Change my answer because the Brock match. I'm gonna put that in what I think they will do. So I'm gonna put that in the thing. What they should do is Gunther versus Seth Rollins. Just a straight up one-on-one match. And I'm gonna do the Brock match for what I think they're going to do.
Okay. Yeah. So obviously we have a Cena's Mania match. So I'm just gonna feel that.
So you're gonna say Gunther? That's what you believe they should do?
Yes, just because of how.
Okay.
How I think.
But the Cena win the Rumble then?
I've been advocating for that. Yeah. Because and it's kind of like what I said a couple weeks ago.
Hard pass.
Who else are you gonna have win the Rumble?
CM Punk.
I mean, yeah. You could.
He stays healthy.
Again, I mean that too, Jay. That too. In fairness, that too. But like I said,
okay, I need to know the reason.
Not the most.
I need to know the reason because
it's not the most popular. It's not the most popular thing. I get it, but
it's very popular. Trust me, a lot of people want that. Actually,
a lot of people want Cena to perish.
Yeah,
because that's basically what you're asking for, bro.
For me, it's just like this is how I'm looking at it. Because John Cena my all-time favorite. So the way I'm looking at it is, I get Gunther and Cena is a big Mania match, but John Cena does not give me Super Cena vibes anymore. He's just not that guy anymore. He's been losing consistently for the last 6 years to a lot of people who they really haven't invested into after those losses, like an Austin Theory and stuff like that. I feel like for me too, John Cena's been losing to so many people that are really kind of beneath him. There's no world that I can see him actually competing against somebody like a Gunther right now at this stage, even if he were to win the Rumble. Like, it would take some time for them to actually build him a little bit where he gets some big credible wins, and then they can do that match maybe for like a SummerSlam or something. But if he comes back and then wins the Rumble after losing all this time, I get he's still John Cena. He still got that name value. That's never going to go away. I understand that. But just based off storytelling and what they've done with him, this guy couldn't beat Austin Theory at WrestleMania, but he can come back, win a Royal Rumble, and then face Gunther, who arguably the best in the world right now.
Well, again, I get you guys' points.
And not to me, you think Gunther wins that match or loses?
I think Gunther wins it.
Okay.
I'm actually pretty much on board with what Nate said. Whatever Seth Rollins' time for the record, Gunther's breaking that. I'm with Nate on that. I've kind of came to believe that. So I don't care who Gunther fights at that point, he's retaining. That's how I feel. Gunther's walking out of Mania. He's not losing 2 Manias in a row. That's the way I look at it. He's walking out his champ.
I just feel like you're in a lose with Gunther and Cena. I don't really understand that.
So I guess it's, for me, it's a combination of 2 things. One, what I just said. I think no matter who Gunther fights, he's winning. He's retaining. He's breaking Seth Rollins' record. He's going to have the longest. And I don't think anybody who wins is beating him. The only person that you can kind of make me believe would is CM Punk. But again, we'll get to that later. But CM Punk is in my non-title match right now. So, because of the way I believe, and obviously everything can change once Cena gets here, the way I believe this card is shaping up and how they're going to tell it, again, I don't believe, y'all said CM Punk, and that's not a bad option, but I think your top 2 options of winning this Rumble are Punk and Cena. And honestly, I think Punk is out of that low-key. I don't even think he's the favorite because he's got a Seth Rollins feud to finish. Like, I remember we had this conversation. I said, I don't know how they're going to stretch CM Punk and Seth Rollins all the way to Mania. Boom, Bronson Reed took him out. That's how you stretch it all the way to Mania. So I don't see CM Punk winning that Rumble because Seth Rollins ain't finna win this world title. So I don't see a world where we get to Mania unless Seth is still injured and they're not fighting. Just like I don't see a world we don't get Roman and Rock at Mania unless one of them is injured, right? So that's why I'm saying, well, who else is going to win that Royal Rumble? That's how I feel. I don't know who else is winning that Rumble. That's I don't know who else you put in there
So one thing
you incredible win. Or
one thing you did do, you haven't convinced me of Gunther versus Cena. I'm not buying into that. But one thing that you have convinced me of, or possibly talked me into, is I think maybe I am now changing my mind on what they should do. Yeah, and I know we have a lot to do, and we're already 42 minutes in. But I want to change what I think they should do.
That's fine.
You've talked me into something else. The triple threat, instead of having Drew McIntyre, it's going to be CM Punk. So Punk, Rollins, and Gunther in the triple threat. That's what they should do. And then actually, what they should do is actually Cody versus Drew McIntyre.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. I like that.
Because McIntyre is going to fail to win the Rumble, and then he's going to force himself into the Elimination Chamber as his last-ditch effort to get to WrestleMania, and then he's going to win it. And then it's going to be
back-to-back Elimination Chamber wins. I don't mind it, Jay. Yeah. I don't mind it.
So that's what they and again, I'm not doing what I think they will do, but 100%.
No, what they should do, yeah. Gotcha.
I feel like you've talked me around into this. This is what they should do.
Mo, what do you think they should do?
So I think the top two candidates in my eyes, the top two candidates in the World Heavyweight title match at WrestleMania 41 for me are Seth Rollins and CM Punk. Now, I'm trying to decide what they should do in terms of should they do a triple threat or one or the other. But the thing is, I feel like with all the teasing they've done, I don't think whether it's in a one-on-one aspect between those two or they're involved in the triple threat, I don't think you can have them at WrestleMania not face each other in some way, shape, or form. So I'm going to join the crowd. I'm going to do the triple threat. I think you can save the one-on-one for another time. Possibly SummerSlam.
They can stretch that.
I mean, they could.
Triple threat is kind of different. All right.
It is different. All right.
I don't think they should do like two singles matches for the world title. I think we should have some different aspects, like triple threats, fatal four ways. Like I want them to start doing that.
That's gonna come in for me right here because for the women's title match, there ain't really too much depth on that roster.
Nah.
So the way I'm looking at it is because they're all kind of intertwined in the story. I think Tiffany will be champion by WrestleMania.
So you think she will be the champion?
So I think they should do a fatal four with Tiffany, Nia, Bayley, and Naomi. That's what I think they should do.
All four of them by Mania? I mean,
all four of them because they're all still kind of intertwined in the story. They're the four biggest stars on SmackDown, and that could lead to a lot of aspects. Nia and Tiffany will be beefing by then. Bayley, obviously, and Bayley and Naomi could be beefing by then too. That could be something they all fighting for the same spot. So
interesting.
But I think Tiffany cashes in by then. If it was up to me, I think she should cash in at the Royal Rumble because it's never been done before.
I've got a wild prediction. Bear with me on this.
And I think they're doing Jade and Bianca, so they're not going to be
they're going to do Jade and Bianca for sure. And again, I am totally going with what they should do because I love this story that I'm thinking of in my head.
Oh, Charlotte would be good.
I think
that's what I was going to
say. Hold up, it's going into that. Give me a second because I think Tiffany should win an elimination chamber she should defend her title inside the elimination chamber and win it and beat everybody. Then she goes out on SmackDown and says, "There's nobody left who's going to challenge me." And then Charlotte comes out, and then we get Tiffany. Yeah. So what they should do is Tiffany versus Charlotte after Tiffany dominates inside the elimination chamber.
Oh man, as match cook. Yeah. I don't need title match, man.
I have the same idea for the match, but I think they're going to go a different way. I think Charlotte's going to come back, beat Nia, and then Tiffany's going to cash in on Charlotte, and then Charlotte's going to find her way back to that match.
Yeah,
does she win the Rumble? I don't think so.
You gotta have Charlotte champ every year.
Actually, I can see her winning. I can see her. It's either going to be her or Bianca who's the first to win 2 Royal Rumbles. So I can see her actually winning.
And again, what we are talking about should do. So it is weird for me to be saying they should do. But I think Charlotte's been gone for so long. And even before that, she was here so inconsistently that I think there's been enough separation. I think Charlotte is still a huge WrestleMania draw. I think when she comes back, assuming that her injury heals up as they're expecting it to, she's still capable of putting on match of the night, especially against Tiffany Stratton. Absolutely, yes. Tiffany versus now, maybe it'll end up being a triple threat. I don't know, but I think they should do straight up one-on-one, regardless of how they get there. Tiffany versus Charlotte all the way.
No.
Yeah, I said Tiffany Charlotte. I think it's a perfect match. If you want, and I would not have Charlotte Flair win. I'd 100%
No.
use her star power.
I don't think any of us would. I don't think any of us
Tiffany
would.
Stratton.
That's the thing, though, bro. She in that match, I don't know, man. That's hard for me.
It scares me.
Well, here's the thing.
That's a good thing. And
but
unpredictability.
But here's the thing. In my book, I mean, she already won the title already, so you don't got to worry about her.
I
like if they go that route, yeah, still. But I mean, then she.
Oh, you have Charlotte as
But then you got to look at it. She won the 16. You know, she won more championship away from there.
So Mo, you think Charlotte's going to be the champion?
No. I said Charlotte.
Tiffany.
I said Charlotte beats Nia, and then Tiffany cashes in, so she's champion. Okay.
So we all think Tiffany's going to be the champion at Mania. Is what
I do. Yes, I do.
Naomi and Bailey don't have to leave Raw. I mean SmackDown, right? They don't have to leave.
No, their match is already done with. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So for me,
they're fighting next week to see who faces Tiffany, who faces Nia.
So because we are in the month of September.
And I think Charlotte should.
I think they want to give Tiffany Stratton the WrestleMania cash in.
Ooh.
So because I think they want to give her the WrestleMania cash in, I think we're gonna get Nia versus Charlotte.
Is that what you think should happen?
Because I believe if they want to give Tiffany the WrestleMania cash in, yes, this is what I believe should happen. So obviously, if Tiffany's already cashed in, then I go with Tiffany Charlotte. But I think they want to give her the WrestleMania cash in. So if that's their plan,
you have Charlotte,
Charlotte versus Nia.
So you pretty much have my booking, except you're moving that to WrestleMania.
Yes, and I think Charlotte, she can get a win that nobody would really care about because they know the cash-in's happening. So, or actually, no. Tiffany Stratton cashes in to make it a triple threat. That's what happens. Not after Charlotte.
Like Rollins style.
Oh, you like
Rollins style. Literally like Rollins style. I think they want to give because we already had the Damian Priest after, so I think you give Tiffany the triple threat.
Give Tiffany that the woman's heist.
Woman heist of the.
I like it.
I feel like that's a little on the nose, so that's why I didn't go that way. I thought about it, but I don't think that's what should happen.
A lot of y'all got Charlotte, and that's cool.
But here's the thing. But also here's the thing. Nobody else is on SmackDown. But also, that's why I see G Baby's point. I see G Baby's point. Also, because let's just be real, who's going to be? I mean, I wouldn't mind the match, but who's going to really be excited for Nia and Charlotte at WrestleMania? I really feel like the crowd really won't be that interested in that match because it's Nia, because they don't like Nia, and then it's Charlotte. They're like, I mean, Charlotte, like that's going to wear off. It's going to her like pop, like people like excited to see her. That excitement is going to wear off by Mania. Like I feel like unless she does it the month before Mania, it's going to wear off. So I feel like G Baby has a good point. I feel like and plus. People are just going to be waiting for Tiffany anyway. She's so over right now. They already know, like, the rumors are going to be, like, rampant, and they're just going to be waiting. So it's going to be, like, 10 minutes of Nia and Charlotte. The crowds, they'll honestly probably put on a pretty damn good match, but I don't feel like the crowd would be that into it. They would be chanting Tiffy time the entire time. We want Tiffy time. Let's go Tiffy.
Which is
Where's
why
Tiffy?
I think
and then you're going to
get service to Charlotte.
But
I hear you, but I feel like Charlotte can't build a match to save her life anymore. Like we've tried it like 4 times.
A little bit disrespectful.
No,
that's crazy.
No, I'm not saying she can't wrestle a match. I'm talking about specifically the build.
I think that's the
that's creative. Yeah.
I mean,
they really don't know what to do.
I hear you, but like the Ronda Rousey build, that was horrible. Even the Rhea Ripley build, which was match of the night, you could argue
maybe worse.
Horrible build.
That shit was
both actually.
People were like, "That should be the main event." I was like, "All right, bro."
Absolutely not.
The match was great though, bro. The match was so good.
The match was so great.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah.
And it really picked up when Rhea got spiked on her head. But that build, atrocious.
Yeah, that crowd woke up from that shit.
The build is gonna be atrocious. So that's why
I get why a lot of you, because Tiffany versus Charlotte would be great because they're both kind of similar when it comes to athleticism and stuff. So it would be a phenomenal.
It's a passing the torch. That's what it is.
The way I'm looking at it, when you look at the depth. I think Charlotte needs to be on Raw because they need her more. Like SmackDown, you still got Naomi, you still got you still got a lot of aspects there. Naomi Bailey, Chelsea Green, like, you know, they still got a lot of aspects, but like, I feel like Raw is literally just Liv and Rhea. Like, it's literally it right now. Like, it's them two. Damage Control is a team still for some reason. They're still doing their stuff. Bianca and Jade show up when they got the tag titles, but they're not going to be there once they lose the tag titles. Like, it's literally Rhea and Liv.
Yeah, if Bianca and Jade weren't tag champs, Bianca would probably be in this title.
If Bianca and Jay didn't have their situation, I'd have a perfect match for Bianca.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
So let's dive into the Raw match though. Who y'all got for that Raw match? I want to hear what y'all saying.
Not Liv Morgan. Not Liv Morgan.
It's only Riv and Liv.
I cannot see a world. I cannot see a world where Liv Morgan weasels her way out of every title match from here until Mania. There's no way.
What?
Why not?
It better not.
At some point, bro.
Wait, y'all really don't see a world? No. Because, hey, and mind you, we also have to take into account the way Triple H is booked that.
But you got the Rumble winner, too.
Y'all don't see a world where she can't make it to Mania?
She's Edge, bro. She's Edge.
And weaseling out of every match?
How long was Edge's title reigns when he was a heel? They weren't all that long.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
But I think
like his longest one was as a baby face, right?
This is the way I'm looking at it. I think Liv. I think with the knee injury they're having playing off of Rhea and with Judgment Day, I think she does win at Bad Blood. But I definitely think Rhea's winning that title back for the end of the year. No way she's not winning that title back for the end of the year.
Really? I'm shocked.
She's Edge, bro. Liv is Edge. Liv is Edge, bro.
I'm not.
She's made to make a good guy look good. That's her purpose.
But I did forget about the Rumble winner though. So maybe
because I know who I got running the Rumble. That's why I'm like, I think Liv is holding till Mania because I know who winning the Rumble in my opinion. I mean, yeah, you can have over Charlotte.
I think
Lyra Valkyria is winning that Rumble.
Too soon.
That's too soon. That's too soon.
Lyra and Liv at WrestleMania?
They're gonna have to start building her now.
Yeah, of course. They
get her away from this bullshit.
They technically have been. It just hasn't been great.
It's too soon, bro. You think? Wait. So you're gonna put Lyra and Liv?
Title picture?
Lyra and Liv?
Absolutely.
Is that your Mania match?
I mean, Lyra can win the Elimination Chamber, whichever one. But yes, I think that's the Mania match.
And Liv?
Lyra.
I love Lyra, bro. Lyra's great. That's not a WrestleMania.
What does Rhea do?
That's not a WrestleMania. Well, they can have a non-title match if you want to build that feud. Like because like you took out Becky, you took out my mentor. You can have that match. Or if you want to do Raquel and Liv versus Becky and Lyra, that's perfectly fine. That is not a WrestleMania match. Lyra and Liv Morgan is not for a world title. That is not. I'm
turning the TV off. I'm not gonna lie.
That is not and I love Lyra. Lyra's freaking brilliant. Maybe in like 2 years you can make that a WrestleMania. But next year,
you don't think?
No, she's. Bro,
no. With the depth on.
Hold on, wait. I gotta see. Hold on. I want to know what you have for Rhea Ripley. What is Rhea Ripley doing at WrestleMania? She's not in that title.
That's a standing delivery.
I didn't think about that because we only have one non-title match, so I didn't think about it. But I mean,
you're not leaving.
We can easily give her something to do.
They're not leaving her.
The most popular in the division.
Of course, she's not.
I mean, if you guys want a WrestleMania match, let me give you a freaking WrestleMania match. What should they do? They should do another triple threat, and it should be Rhea, Jade, and Bianca in a triple threat match for the women's championship on Raw.
But they're on SmackDown.
I don't care. They can make it work. Who cares? The brand alignment is as soft as tissue paper anymore. Who cares? We can make it work. Again, we're not talking about
only reason I push back. You gotta say Rhea and Bianca cannot touch.
Rhea and Bianca's seen them, but
they can't touch unless it's one-on-one, bro.
Hey, what about we can do it twice in a lifetime. We can do a Rhea Becky, or we can do a Rhea Io.
I stand by.
Put me down for Rhea.
I got it now. I got it in my mind. Write it down for me. What they should do, what I think they're going to do, is going to be Rhea versus Becky versus Liv in a triple threat.
I like that. I can get with that.
I'll buy that. I'll buy that.
I don't think Liv is the champion though. I think Rhea.
Oh, you think Rhea is the champion? I think Liv is the champion.
See, I don't think if Liv doesn't hold the title, I don't think she's in the match.
I think she's in the match only because she intertwines with the story. Rhea beat Becky at WrestleMania, then Rhea got hurt. Liv took the title from Becky. Now Becky and Rhea are going at it. I think Rhea takes the title then from Liv. They're all kind of intertwined in that story a little bit. That's just how I'm looking at it. So I think they're gonna.
So the reason that my official what they should do is that triple threat is because, again, I can't think of a credible way to keep that belt on Liv all the way until Mania. I think the story between Liv and Rhea is going to be stale. I just don't think it has enough heat to carry itself all the way to Mania. I just really don't. Dom has more heat in that story.
Yeah. I don't think she'll be champion by
yeah.
So because of all of that, now you have Rhea as champion again. And now you're saying, well, she's beaten everybody. What possible threat could there be towards a Rhea Ripley title reign? And it's fighting Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair in the same match. So I don't know how they get there. I'd have to think about it a little bit, but that's what they should do. That's what they should.
I'm kind of with Nate, bro. I think they shouldn't be touching unless they're going to fight each other.
Unless Rhea's special.
That could be a catalyst to maybe because
I'm actually gonna go with.
That maybe could be a catalyst to like if they're both because I could see like Bianca going for the pin, Jade pulling Bianca off. Like, what are you doing? Like that's what I could see. I could see something like that. Okay.
You know what?
Right.
This could be the devil's advocate in me, but let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
Do not put Lyra in Liv, bro. Do not.
No.
Yeah, I got the sign this time.
Hear me out.
Okay.
Because Jade, I get what you're saying. And Nate, I get what you're saying. Now, granted, I disagree. I genuinely believe they can find a way for Liv to keep this tight. Because the first 7 months of Rhea's reign was dog water. From April to November, it was dog water. The most heat she was doing was feuding with the bloodline. Rhea Ripley was feuding with the bloodline more than she was feuding with somebody in her division. So I think you can get Liv to Mania. But we have a depth issue. Hey, there's a staple at WrestleMania that we don't get to see too often that I think we're trying to bring back. We're doing a ladder match.
I was going to save that for later, but
we're doing a ladder. That's an ass.
Who's in the match?
The world title, nigga?
Who's in the match? Who's in the match? Write it down,
bro.
Wait, I'm not mad at this.
Nigga gonna throw Zelina Vega in this.
I don't care.
Listen to the name.
Ladder match is fine. What my problem is that you just used Rhea Ripley as an example for something that Liv Morgan did. Let me tell you something that everyone on this podcast already knows, G baby. Liv Morgan ain't Rhea Ripley. She ain't. Right. So I mean, 7 months of Liv as champion because Rhea Ripley can get away with not wrestling and defending her title because she's doing cool shit like going nose to nose with Solo Sikoa and body slamming men and looking in general like the badass. Liv Morgan ain't gonna do any of that stuff, my fella. I hate to break it to you.
You want me to keep it
my fella?
Hey, you're right. Hey, look. And this ain't even me. Like this is just honestly straight facts. Liv Morgan has been the most over she's ever been being a hoe. She could be a hoe for a couple more months. She could be a hoe for a couple more months.
It doesn't get better when you or Lewis say.
Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck.
I mean, get us canceled, nigga. Again, how many times are you gonna get canceled because of Liv Morgan?
I called her Dak Prescott.
Because of G.
I called her Dak Prescott. From January to March, she was doing nothing. She was losing. The most interesting she'd ever been was when she started trying to get with Dominic Mysterio being a hoe. She got over.
I mean, you're not wrong, but they're gonna clip this.
They can't have her be a hoe for a couple more months. Let's
chill,
I don't see her holding that title.
You're throwing that word around.
But Mania is like 6 more months though. Like that's a
so hold on. You got Liv, you got Rhea, you got Becky. Who else in this ladder?
April
20th,
bro.
Who else? Gonna throw Zelina Vega in there, bro.
Io.
Okay, I like it.
That's fine, I guess. Adding more
world title. I don't know if she'll be ready by then. I don't know.
There's too many, bro. All right, bro.
Yeah, she's been kind of.
Asuka, she had torn ACL. And stuff,
okay, so what's she turn that ACL though? She can be back.
Bro, try to put Lyra in here so bad.
Lyra. I mean, I can see Lyra in the ladder match.
Wait. What if they get the women's mid card titles out before WrestleMania?
That's what I'm saying.
They're not.
Then Lyra can go to that.
That would be cool though.
That's a Raw after Mania introduction.
Okay, so you got Becky, you got Liv, Rhea, Becky, Io, and Lyra. That's the ladder match. Those 5.
Yeah.
All right.
And if she comes back and she's good, throw Raquel in that mug.
I already got Raquel's match if she's back. So I'm gonna show you what. So I got Becky. I'm gonna just say what they should do. If Raquel is healthy, they should do Liv and Raquel versus Becky and Lyra. I feel like that's WrestleMania. That's going to be great for all of them involved. For the women's world title match, I think it should be Rhea and Io. I feel like those are your two best workers you have on Raw. And I feel like there's a reason they're not touching right now. It's kind of like with Becky and Rhea last year. The reason they're not touching is because they're saying, I think AO can win the Rumble. I think AO should win. I'm fine with Charlotte being being the first 2 times. I think it should be Bianca. I think I would prefer Bianca be the first, but I don't mind Charlotte being the first because I feel like they can honestly have Bianca be the first 2-time and back-to-back when next year. But hey, we can get into that. But I don't mind EO. I don't mind EO winning the Rumble. I think that'd be pretty freaking dope.
Be Easy Land. They aren't going to do a 6-women's ladder 2 months before Money in the Bank. They literally just did a tag team ladder match with 12 people.
They did that at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
At WrestleMania before Money in the Bank. They can do a ladder.
They did that a bunch of times, bro.
For me, if the triple threat happens, I mean, Liv would win the Rumble because she's been runner-up. And then Becky could easily just come back and just be like...
Wait, you said who's winning the Rumble?
If they did a triple threat, Liv's going to have to win the Rumble. Not Becky.
I don't think... I'm sorry. Me personally, I don't think Rhea is winning this feud.
I don't see any world that she's not winning.
I don't.
Bro, she's Edge, bro.
Like Liv Morgan, and I don't think Liv
Ultimate
Morgan
Opportunity is.
I don't think Liv Morgan
who loses the feud ultimately. Did he win his feud with Undertaker? No, he lost that feud.
Okay, Edge won. You gotta let Edge win his first feud. You gotta let him win his first one.
He lost to Cena.
He's gonna look over.
He lost to
Cena. He lost to Cena.
Edge's first feud.
This is his first feud. Yeah,
he lost to Cena.
No, technically, if we're talking Ultimate Opportunities, I mean, he beat Matt Hardy though. So.
Are we just going to ignore the fact that all of this stuff with Liv started because Rhea got hurt? They didn't make the choice to start this. They started it because Rhea got hurt and wasn't going to be around.
I think she would have got the belt anyway. She would have got the belt anyway.
Liv may be the now, but Rhea is the future. So
Who hurt Rhea? Who hurt Rhea?
On accident. What are we talking about?
She got the job done.
I think Liv would have beat Rhea for the championship. I think Liv would have won the championship. I just don't think her purpose is. Yeah. I don't think she's holding it like G thing. Like even if she loses this feud, I don't think Liv is cooked anymore. I think she's one of their top stars now. Even if
this was a star-making run. This was definitely a star-making run for her.
At this stage, she is one of their top stars now.
That's where we fundamentally disagree. If she does not win this feud, they're just gonna look at you like, oh, well, you didn't win the feud, so you're just gonna go back to being Liv Morgan, the mid-carder, whereas she has to win this feud.
I disagree.
I genuinely believe she.
I disagree. She's top three on Raw, bro, and that's coming from me, bro.
Wait. Nay. Okay, think about it though, because you just got to talk about it. She's top three on Raw right now by default until she beats Rhea, until she actually wins the feud. Because
I think if she loses a feud, she's still top three.
Still top three,
unless Becky comes back.
But the gap. Okay, right now she's top three. But right now, she's not on the same level as Rhea. But she kind of here.
She will never be.
She's ascending.
She won't be, bro.
Of course. No, that's not my point. That's not my point. I'm not saying she's on the same level as Rhea. I'm saying she's ascending. She loses this feud, she's just back to.
She doesn't need to lose. She doesn't need to win the feud as long as she gets if she beats Rhea at Bad Blood, which I think she should. She should beat Rhea at Bad Blood. And then Rhea wins the blow off, whatever the blow off, whether it be a last woman standing or whatever. Like
you don't think Bad Blood is the blow off?
It's what matters when you do people. It's what matters when you do people afterwards. If you look at Cena,
it should not be the blow off.
When Edge won the title for the first time, he held it for 3 weeks. But what did they do with after him? They gave him Mick Foley, which was a big spot for him at WrestleMania. Then later down the line, he got to win the title back. I think Liv's going to be champ a couple more times. I don't think this is going to be her.
Yeah. It's not one and done.
She's going to win the title back. Yeah. I don't think she'll be cooked either way. I think she's now with this storyline. She has proven herself with character work. She's had some, pretty decent matches when she's been in the ring, and I think she still has the fan base there, even when she's babyface or heel. I think she obviously won't be a Charlotte, Rhea type level, but I think she's at that spot now where she's okay. She's there now.
Wait, okay, so y'all saying you think she's gonna win the title a couple more times?
She'll be champion a couple more times.
This title back on Rhea.
She's young as hell.
That's not the point. If y'all are putting this title back on Rhea, right? That's pretty much it. Y'all all got Rhea as the champion. Y'all are putting this title back on her. Y'all don't feel she's credible to win the feud against Rhea now. What's gonna change in a couple months?
I'm not saying she's not credible. It's just Rhea's their biggest star, bro. They're putting the title back on her. They're putting it back.
She's
I
going to
don't
be
believe
the match at
that. I don't
WrestleMania.
believe in that.
Rhea Ripley right now is top 3 biggest stars they got in WWE right now. It's Roman, Cody,
I
and
don't think you just put the. I don't believe.
Yeah.
And she never lost the championship to begin with, bro. Like she would have. Granted, she would. I think she would have lost it to Liv eventually. I think Liv would have beat her for the title.
Rhea already lost. She just lost.
But she never lost the title. She got injured and had to get.
And then she got a title match back and lost.
And that's why she's gonna win it back because she never lost it. She's winning it back.
She's gonna lose to shenanigans. Is gonna, bro. Again, Liv's gonna weasel her way out of a win. She's gonna beat Rhea. Rhea's gonna get pissed, and she's gonna be like, all right,
gonna put her in a situation where it's like a cage or something. Like it's gonna be something where Liv can't. She has no help. She has no.
Or like band, like Judgment Day, and like Dominic Mysterio in a fucking shark cage.
When it comes to a straight up one-on-one match with a cage or something, Liv is not beating Rhea straight up. It's just not. It's not possible.
No,
she's not credible.
Remember,
straight up Rhea Ripley one-on-one. If she got some shenanigans where it's like ultimate opportunist, then okay.
Plus, Edge never beat
we
Cena
all
clean.
know, even if it's in a steel cage, we all know there's ways to get around that. I don't like. Don't get me wrong. I don't think Liv is winning this feud cleanly, but she's winning the feud.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be something where it's like, it'll be something where like everybody's banned from rings or whatever they want to do. If somebody can't come out, or if somebody comes out, then Liv.
Or she has help or some shit.
Yeah, like, something like if you interfere, then Liv loses the championship type stuff. So nobody can really come
Remember
out.
too,
when they get in that situation, Rhea's winning the title back.
The heavily implied rumor right now, and that's all it is right now, but I happen to believe that it's coming, is that we're getting the women's mid-card belts. I think it'll probably coincide with Raw going to Netflix. So all these people that we're talking about that are that I believe are just on the fringe but not quite there, like Lyra, Liv, Naomi, etc., will probably be involved in those mid-card title matches somewhat.
I feel like,
maybe they do a couple of multi-women matches at Mania to crown the first ever women's US or women's Intercontinental, whatever they're going to do.
Women's TV channel.
But so there's room for those people to be on the card.
And I honestly feel like as long as they, even if they don't do the Judgment Day, as long as she with Dom, bro, there's a lot of stories they could do with just her and Dom.
And I feel like Liv is passing the card title at this point. I think it'd be a step
Liv
down.
is a main eventer at this point.
We really got to stop talking about Liv so much.
Hey, man,
we talk a lot about Liv.
All right, we can go to the ice.
We got it.
She's better than Karrion Kross. That's awesome.
I originally had Rhea and Io, but the more I look at that triple threat, Rhea, Becky, Liv, I'm gonna stick with Rhea and Io, but that triple threat is a very good story there. So
that's a great story.
That's a great story.
IC title match. I don't know about y'all. They could do a multi-man match too. Now I think about it, but I would do the multi-man match for SmackDown. I think they need it more anyway with that mid card. For me, I would just do straight up Braun Breaker versus Sheamus. That's what I think they should do.
Ooh.
Put me down for that too.
Yeah, I'm going a little bit.
I still would like to see Sheamus be Intercontinental Champion, and he's somebody that I could believe could be Braun Breaker. You know what I mean? So I think that's what they should do. That's a straight, and Braun Breaker and Sheamus 1-on-1. Come on now, that's
what they should do. This is what they should do. Okay.
What they should, man. This is so hard. Because
a lot of good mid card teams too. A lot of people in the mid card.
Here's the thing, because the mid card I feel like there's more people. Like with main eventers, we have our select people, but with mid carders, I feel like there's more of a variety of people you can throw in there.
Yeah.
And I don't think both mid card titles should be multi-man matches. I feel like one has to be 1-on-1, the other can be.
I feel like Braun Breaker probably serves himself better 1-on-1. Man, I'm going to say what they should do. Whew, shit, that is so hard.
They got a lot of good mid carders, bro.
I'm gonna say too, because I think both of these guys need the WrestleMania moment to push them to the next level. I'm gonna say Braun versus Ilya.
Oh, that's why. I don't know if that's what they should.
I think it is.
I kind of want them to do it. I mean, it's not.
Because I think Ilya needs it. By the time we get to Mania, Braun's already going to be an established, dominant Intercontinental Champion. Yeah. And whether or not Ilya goes out there and wins, if he goes out there and pushes the Braun Breaker that we're going to have in April, because we all think Braun Breaker is getting pushed from here to the fucking moon between now and Mania, right? Yeah, so the version of Braun Breaker that we're going to have at Mania, regardless if Ilya wins, if he just goes out there and pushes Breaker to his limits and kicks out of a couple spears and gets a couple near falls, it's going to do wonders for him. So
I like it. I'm looking at it like I feel Sheamus beats Braun, Ilya beats Sheamus. Kind of like Ilya beating Gunther. Like they got similar styles, physical type shit. Like I kind of like that's how I kind of see it. But I mean, Ilya and Braun is really, really good. You also still got Bronson Reed out there too, bro. Like
that's what I'm saying, bro. All right, here's what I think they should do to establish Braun as like the badass and the top menace on Raw. I think they should do Braun and Drew McIntyre. Have Braun win.
Ooh.
That's a big win for Braun. I feel like WrestleMania, you have to establish Braun Breaker.
See, this is where Drew gets tricky though, because he's like the sacrifice guy a lot, man. You know,
Yeah,
it's fine, bro. It's fine.
He gonna lose his Punk feud too.
Because I actually would have Drew McIntyre beat Cody in my world, in my what should happen. I would have Drew win.
He did beat Cody on Raw, so I mean, he did.
Yeah.
I've had Randy.
That's a lot of challenges.
That's tough because here's the thing too. I think there's every possibility. I don't think that he will, but I think there's every possibility Braun could lose that title between now and Mania.
You know what? Change mine. I'm gonna put Bronson Reed in there. I feel like they should do Braun Breaker, like tear through everybody. Yeah, have him tear through absolutely everybody, and Bronson Reed be like that guy. Like,
yeah, Bronson Reed. I can see that too, because Bronson could be like the one threat. Like, you can't beat me, you can't destroy me.
Yeah, you can't beat me. That's what they should do. That match should be crazy.
That match kind of crazy. That
match should be crazy.
Wait.
I'm looking at
Braun and Sheamus.
I have to remember this is what they should do and not what I would do or what I want them to do. So I'm gonna go Sheamus becoming a Grand Slam champion. That's what they should do. Get it out the way, knock it out. He doesn't need to have a long run. He can literally have the Sami Zayn run, have a couple months, defend it every week, every other week, and then lose his SummerSlam to Ilya. That's how I would do it, honestly. I would have Ilya get the SummerSlam moment and less Sheamus because he's been. I mean, they gave R-Truth his moment. Sheamus can get his Grand Slam. So that's what I would do.
U.S. title match now. Hold on, man, because there's multi people.
I know what I'm doing for the U.S. title.
I think I know what I'm doing.
6-man ladder match.
That's what I said last year.
Yep.
Who's in it though? You gotta have people in it.
LA Knight, Andrade, Carmelo. Those are the locks.
Go ahead, throw Santos in there.
Yeah.
Go ahead, throw him in there.
Santos is crazy. You know what? I'm gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna be a little bit different with mine, bro. I'm gonna be a little bit different, man. I'm gonna be a little bit different.
Santos are hurting me.
Yeah.
You can throw those names on for not Carmelo, but you can throw LA Knight.
Oh, not
Carmelo. I'm gonna do a multi-man. No, I got a different idea for Carmelo.
Melo not in the ladder match?
Santos.
Not that match.
Logan Paul.
Ew.
Oh, I feel like that's going on.
Logan Paul back in the ladder.
Crazy. I'm not gonna lie. You just lost him crazy.
Why?
I mean,
he beat great in the match. He's not gonna win. He'll lose.
Why does it do that?
Mine's gonna be a little bit different. Y'all might like it. I don't know.
I feel like mine's gonna be short and sweet. I feel like they should do, and again, I wholeheartedly believe this. I know we've talked a bunch of jack about him on the show, but if they are going to continue to push this guy, and I think they will, I think it should end up being LA Knight versus Karrion Kross.
No, he's on the Raw. He's on the Raw.
What?
Wait. Hold on.
I think they should.
Nate, what is your
Nate,
sign?
if you tell me one more time he's on Raw, I don't give a shit. The brand
Okay,
extension means nothing.
Jade,
I don't care.
Jade.
It's WrestleMania.
Jade, here's where
LA Knight and Karrion Kross.
Here's where we start to have a beef, Jade. How is LA Knight versus Karrion Kross a Mania match? But Lyra versus Liv Morgan is it?
Neither are.
It's the same.
Neither are. Yeah, he's not wrong, bro.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. I'm much
y'all fighting ass versus ass.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
True.
Hold on. Hold on. In Liv versus Valkyria, which one of those in this scenario are LA Knight? G baby.
Neither of them are Karrion Kross.
Have the story.
Get that out of the way.
Which one?
Neither of them are
Karrion Kross. Neither of them are
Karrion Kross is like, oh man.
But here's
I
my
can watch
point
a
of
Liv
why
match
they
and be
should.
entertained.
I would rather see Omos in a world title match than Karrion Kross.
Hey, don't disrespect Omos like that. He should be
If they
on.
want to get heat on Karrion Kross, which they continue to try to do every single week, take a guy like LA Knight, who is as universally popular. What else is Karrion Kross going to do on WrestleMania?
Nothing.
If you want to have,
Nothing. He can't do anything. Catering.
The best thing to do is to put him against the most astronomically over babyface that you have on the roster.
Hey, put Williams' comment up.
Who?
I don't care what he said. LA Knight versus Karrion Kross.
I don't know.
He said William Uday. He said Saturday night main event ass match.
That's crazy.
Say what you want. That's what they
Karrion
should
Kross
do.
and put that down. Put that down for Jay. He said Karrion Kross and LA Knight. Which is insane.
You're gonna put me to sleep, bro.
Smell like.
That's
like
piss break.
I think based on their personality types, I think it could be better than you guys think. And B, again, if they are trying to establish heat on Karrion Kross, LA Knight is the best guy to get it off. So,
alrighty. Well,
someone said enjoy your grilled cheese and catering, Karrion. That's crazy.
That's
for me,
insane, bro.
I'm gonna do a ladder match as well.
They ain't gonna do no grilled cheese for Mania, bro. They gonna have like that sushi and shit out.
So for me, I'm gonna do a ladder match. Mine's gonna be a little bit different. Mine's gonna be a little different.
Cook.
Ladder match as well. I'm going to do. I think LA Knight will be the champion. So LA Knight.
Hell yeah.
I got Melo and Andrade, and I got 3 other people that'll be a little bit interesting. So I got Knight, I got Melo, I got Andrade.
Karrion Kross.
No, bro, he's not. He's nowhere near in that match.
He's not in the card, bro.
Those 3.
He's nowhere near the card. He's not touching that stage, bro. Tell him not to even bring his gear.
He's not even touching
bring your gear, dog.
He's not even touching the pre-show.
Add Jacob Fatu to mine, by the way.
Ooh, somebody said Jade isn't wrong there. Jade isn't wrong there. Somebody agree with you, Jade. Somebody agree with you. Go ahead. This is switch up something different for opportunities. Put Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins in there.
Oh, both of them. I like it.
Oh, that's cook. You cooking, bro. You cooking.
Might be better than mine.
Put both of them in there. In that last spot.
Cross.
Oh my God! Leave Jade alone.
Fatu is a good option. But I'm gonna say last spot. I'm gonna say Kevin Owens.
But you're G Hogan, so we gotta slander you.
And you're Mo Diddy. And you're Mo Diddy.
That's crazy.
I feel like
at least
Kevin
mine
Owens,
didn't stick.
Hey, Mo, did you run out of baby oil? Yeah.
I feel like by this time, Melo and Andrade they've been cooking with matches, so I feel like they'll be good for the mid card scene. I think Montez and Angelo, not necessarily them breaking up, but I kind of see them like they maybe have qualifying matches, both get the opportunity. This is their time to really kind of shine and spread out what they can really do. And whether maybe somebody turns on whoever in that match, because people have been waiting for their singles pushes and it allows them to do something different. And then with Kevin Owens, he'll already be a badass heel by that time, and he could be somebody that I could easily see winning the U.S. title because, unfortunately for him, it would be great to see him as a world champion, but I don't see him beating Cody. And there's too many other different layers right now with the storyline.
Let me be completely frank and admit that in my haste, I may have forgotten that they were teasing a Kevin Owens heel turn. They should do LA Knight versus Kevin Owens.
Thank you.
That's
gonna be what I said.
Thank God. Oh my God.
That's what I was.
Then change my last two.
Do the multi-man match. I want LA Knight versus
change that to mine too. I'm gonna do something for the IC title. I'm gonna do something different.
I'm about to say like.
In my
LA Knight and Kevin Owens straight up though would be great though. Straight up would be great.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens should win.
The promos would be great. The match would be great. Yeah, that's what they should do.
I just think with the you could add different layers to the multi-man match with Raw too. But then it was stuck because you leave a lot of people out for SmackDown.
I just feel like we've been trying to call a multi-man match.
All right, you know what? Yeah, erase mine. I'm doing Kevin Owens, LA Knight. And the multi-man match is going to be the IC title, unfortunately.
Yeah, same here. I'm putting people in the IC title match right now.
So we're going to do Braun Breaker versus Sheamus versus Bronson Reed versus Ilya.
Is it still a ladder match?
Throw Braun
so
in
far,
there.
It's a ladder match. It's a ladder match. Versus Ilya.
You throw Braun Strowman in there?
Let me see. You got a couple other people in there that could fit well.
Ludwig.
Ludwig.
I don't know if he'd be involved in that though. I don't know if I see him involved in that. Really.
You don't want your boy Braun in there, Braun
Strowman. I'm saying Strowman could be. That's a lot of bronze though. That's a lot of bronze.
They should do the
Braun match with the other people.
Strowman would be cool though because I could see him competing for something like that.
They really should do a big meaty man slapping meat match.
Actually, you know what? Erase Strowman. Dominic Mysterio. Put him in there.
Ooh,
Dom in there.
I like that.
I like that aspect.
I'm not gonna lie.
You don't think he should face his father?
No, we don't need that again.
To retire him, it's the trilogy.
Put Ray in the ladder match. You can put Ray in the ladder match.
It's the trilogy.
Oh, his knee. You sure his knees can take that?
Yeah, he could be in the ladder. He got too many
He
bumps.
can
got too many
wrestle.
bumps.
Stop
He got too many
this.
bumps. Put Ray in the ladder. Put Ray in the ladder.
He's gonna have a 7th surgery, bro.
Imagine him climbing that ladder. No, this is video. He's climbing that ladder.
this.
Ray's climbing that ladder, trying to grab the
And
title.
his knee gives out.
Snatches his ass away and takes that title away from him. And then Ray's laying down there, and Dom holding that icy title up, looking down at him like, yeah, I thought you gonna have that title.
You know
Yeah,
what?
go ahead and copy and paste that for me. Scratch everything I just wrote down on my paper. Fuck
By
that.
the way, off topic, what I think they should do with Dom is they should not put him in a match and then send him out there mid-show, put him on the mic, complain that he doesn't have a match, that he's disrespected, whatever, and then give him the Stone Cold rub. Have Stone Cold come out and give him the stunner. I think that's what they should do with Dom this year.
Oh, Pete Dunne, that's a good.
Hey, more Austin on my TV. I ain't complaining.
Yeah, go ahead and ooh, man, Pete Dunne is a good factor. It's a good factor.
Get rid of my left knee.
But I like the fact of Ray climbing that ladder and Dom.
I had 2 operations on my left knee.
So for me,
Actually, no, keep Ray.
For me, I'm gonna do a big meaty man slapping me, but I'm still gonna have Sheamus pin Braun Breaker. Because I don't want this feud to continue.
Not a ladder match.
I just want Braun Breaker to go move up to the main event, go feud with somebody in the main event. So I'm just gonna have a big meaty men match and Sheamus still pin Braun Breaker.
Gonna have Meat Mania.
Yeah, Meat Mania for sure. Bronson Reed.
What's going on, man?
And I said Ilya should beat Sheamus. Bronson Reed will be the one to beat him at SummerSlam. Ilya can get his time. As long just keep having him win.
Bro, chat's like, why is G calling Liv a hoe? Didn't Lewis do that like 5 times?
It's because it's me, guys. It's because it's me. They pick on the black man, not the Puerto Rican.
All right, let's run through some of these other matches.
Ironic.
We still got.
For my shit, I don't know what I want for the U.S. title. Just put down LA Knight versus Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens, LA Knight, bro. I mean, something big.
Versus, yeah, I mean, just keep it like that, bro.
Nah, they calling you G Diddy. Like, why?
That's crazy.
No, it's
Why?
not. That's definitely Mo. Don't make me pull up the screenshot.
See, I was about to
It's
defend
definitely
you.
Mo. It's definitely Mo. No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the chat.
All right, so hold on.
Definitely.
The non-title match, we all I think we are agreeing Rock versus Roman. So
Yeah, that's
Yes.
Rock,
Yep.
Rock
Don't even
versus Roman.
discuss that.
Yeah.
go ahead and just put that down for everybody.
By the way, I also want Xavier versus Kofi in an unsanctioned
Grudge
match
match.
with Big E as the special ref.
Oh
you're
my
cooking,
God.
Not want that actually.
Triple H. You heard the
I don't
man.
want that. I don't want that. I don't
I
want
know
want
you
it
don't
so
want
bad.
that.
That'd be so good.
Look, if they gonna tell this Xavier Woods heel turn,
that. I don't want
give me
them to
what I
tell it.
want. Give me a Johnny Gargano Tommaso Ciampa storyline. Like that's all I want.
And then Cena match.
Randy Orton.
Chat, I hate y'all.
It's easy for me. John Cena
yeah,
versus
it's
Randy
rubber.
Orton.
Please,
Yeah,
God,
but
no.
we already got Orton at the top.
I already got mine, bro. I already got mine.
God,
What's yours?
no.
What's yours?
That's the match.
Mine
You know what?
is
Yeah, okay.
Cena.
Cena versus Orton, bro. It's got to be the match.
How if you have
Mine
Cody
is,
versus
you already. If he's got,
gonna
you
make
got
him do
Cody.
double
Randy,
duty?
I'm putting CM Punk.
I got
What they
Cody
should
versus
do?
Melo. They
Cena
should do
versus
Cena
Melo?
versus Melo. Yeah, they should do Cena versus Melo.
Mm.
I want Cena to
Cena-
face someone younger at Mania, bro. He needs to give someone
Nah.
that big rub.
Nah, give me Cena versus Orton.
That match gonna be
I don't-
fucking cheeks, bro.
Don't get
That's a Saudi match. That's a Saudi match. That's why I'm.
You're a
whatever.
Saudi match.
I
Give me
don't,
Cena
I
versus
don't
Orton.
want Cena Orton
What the
at all
fuck?
ever again. I'm good.
You put Rock and Roman. You put Rock and Roman. That's gonna be.
Sorry.
Like,
Well, what do you want?
Y'all gonna look at me crazy.
Besides Bret Hart to be better.
Eat a dick. Cena and Logan Paul.
That's your thing.
Ooh, I like that.
I like that.
I like that. I like that. I like that.
I like that.
I like that. Cena's last WrestleMania match against Logan Paul.
I don't want to.
And Cena wins.
The
like that.
IWC will be fucking.
I like that.
in
And
a
Cena
meltdown.
wins.
I like that. I like that. My Logan Paul match though would be different for WrestleMania, but I do like that.
Alright.
For my U.S. title match, throw in Andrade, Grayson Waller, and Austin Theory. They should do a multi-man match with all of them.
And by the way,
You know what?
someone in chat threw out the Wyatt 6 versus the Judgment Day. I think that's a solid prediction, honestly.
That's cool.
A six-man
yeah.
tag team match. Dom,
Yeah.
JD, and Finn versus versus the Wyatt 6. Yep.
Damn, where Damien at, bro?
Damien got a lot of factors.
Why G looking like that, bro?
We'll get to it later.
It'll
Yeah,
probably be Damien and Finn in 1-on-1, honestly. They'll probably stretch that out.
They can stretch that one out.
That's what I think they should do. Yeah,
they can stretch that one out if they wanted to, but
Andrade.
Oh, okay, I was like, I knew there wasn't that much forgetting.
All right, so this is what we believe should happen. So we'll keep this one. Now,
are we gonna have time to do all three, or should we just skip to the one how we would book it?
Oh, we can run through how we think we'll do it. I mean, I've pretty much kind of some of the similar ones of how we think probably are going to be. Real the same,
quick, before we move on, for the people that said Cena Orton, do y'all really think that's going to be good?
No, no,
it'll be an okay match, but the story will be great. The storyline will be great.
I think the story will be fun.
I want to see that Mania.
Okay, but is going to be
it's for nostalgia and it's for big match environment.
But let's talk about it. We talk about the story is going to be good.
Okay.
All that WrestleMania promo package is going to be is 17,432 different versions of them staring down each other and whatever promo Cena had during the weeks. That's all it's going to be. It's not really going to be a story. It's just, hey, we're going to run it back one more time.
That's
what it's going to be.
That's the story right there.
You don't have to do much to build it. You don't have to do much.
Yeah, they already have legit history. They got mad history together. There's not really much
overrated history.
A match that would be better, and I wish Edge hadn't run away to AEW. I'd love to see John Cena versus
that would
Edge.
be a much better one.
I would much rather prefer that.
Really good.
But we can't. So
each other's best rival.
All right, so let's move into what we think will happen.
Tony Khan,
we can run through that one really quick.
All right.
Because most of the probably, I think at least most of my answers are probably going to be the same. I'm going to lie to you.
Yeah. Tony Khan, do us a favor, please. Let us get Edge one last time.
Shit.
He's not even.
We'll give you Karrion Kross.
He's not even giving us a play.
But John Cena versus Randy Orton, majority of their matches weren't really that great. I mean, they've had a couple of good ones, but they've also had some bad ones. I mean, the I Quit match, the Iron Man match, very legendary, but most of the other matches weren't really that spectacular. But it's more just for nostalgia. It's more for nostalgia. Cena's last match, they got the history there. Cena's last WrestleMania match, there's history there. I think it's just the right way for Cena to have. He needs, to me, one last big WrestleMania match. I don't want to see him face any lower mid-carder guys that aren't on his level yet. I think his last WrestleMania match needs to be something big.
I'm just done with the rivalry. That's just me.
All right. What we believe happens, we hear now. I'm assuming what y'all want. Y'all want.
So this is what we believe will happen. What we believe will happen.
Low-key kind of the.
I feel like it's the same thing.
What we believe is. We talked about what we believe is
what
actually
we think WWE will do. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
I mean, this is what we think they will do.
It's a little
different. Yeah, so this is what we think they will do. I don't know, man. I'm really kind of feeling they're gonna do Cody and Rock. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's what I feel the same. I feel like they're gonna do Cody and Rock.
Yep. Go ahead.
I think they're gonna do Cody versus The Rock,
which is unfortunate.
I'm not saying that's what they should do, but that's kind of what I'm feeling.
I will actually be angry. That would piss me off.
All right, y'all got that stupid plan.
I agree. It's a stupid plan.
Yeah, that's what I believe they'll do, bro.
Yeah, I
don't say it was a good plan.
I don't believe
that's not a good one.
I don't think they would do that.
And they could always pivot.
Yeah.
I just don't see Rock doing anything unless it's WrestleMania. Right? I just don't
well, I'm gonna write mine.
I'm
sorry. Go ahead.
And the fact that Cody pinned Rock at last year's WrestleMania, I feel like just how Triple H is big on things being full circle. Like I feel like he's just gonna make that a full circle.
If it's not Cody and Rock, I mean, I could also see Cody and Roman too.
And then it's like you already know what Roman's gonna do at WrestleMania if The Rock's not available and Cody's not available. So
I could see Cody. I could see Cody and Roman happening too, but I don't know. Something's telling me they're gonna do Cody and Rock. I have that feeling.
Dave, I'm still putting Cody Randy. I think that's what they're going to do. I believe it.
I can't. Fuck. Yeah, I can't fight this feeling like they're going to do the stupid thing and they're going to do Cody versus The Rock. It's the stupidest thing they could do, but I can't fight this feeling that that's what they're going to do. That would leave me, and I can go ahead and fill in some of my pieces based on that right now. That would leave me with the that would leave me with two big non-title matches happening if that's the case. Roman versus Solo 1-on-1.
Yeah, you might as well put that for me too.
And then
Tribal Combat, bro.
Rollins versus Punk 1-on-1. based on that happening, both of those matches would then have to happen.
So what do you got the world title match? You got Punk and Gunther then, or?
No, if I'm gonna say based on man, Cody versus Rock just fucks up so much stuff.
Which is why I don't think they're going to do it. I think they recognize that. That's why I still have Cody Reigns.
Do they?
I do because they recognized it once. I think
you're smart enough too, but
I think Triple H is smarter. Yeah, money last year and they still changed plans. So
yeah,
money last year.
I don't think they're gonna do that twice.
But also, I feel like
I hate the money argument so much.
Yeah, because I don't think Roman. I think the biggest money match that they could do, if we're gonna use the argument of money, it's Roman Rock. That's the biggest money match that they could do. Roman Rock is the biggest money
match. That's the last money match left.
And I feel like that's probably why they're going to save it. They're probably going to save it
for that London.
And I feel like Rock and Triple H and Roman want to tell this long ass story that's never been done before. I feel like they want to stretch this shit out, bro. I feel like they really want to stretch this shit. I feel like the next 2 years of this bloodline shit, they're really about to
put down
a bunch of shit because they said we're going to do something you've never seen before.
Yeah, for the Cena match, I still think they're doing Cena versus Orton.
Yeah, I'm still Cena and Orton on.
I believe that's what they'll do.
I think it's going to be Cena Gunther.
Nate.
Okay. So you think Cena Gunther?
I think that's what's gonna happen.
What's it called?
Mo thinks it's gonna be Cena versus Gunther.
Roman Solo as well.
Yes, unfortunately.
I did too. Yeah, Roman Solo.
And I feel like Solo wins that match. I feel like he has to. He has to win that match. He has to.
If Solo wins that match, do you have Roman going against Cody at all ever again?
Yeah, Roman can take the loss.
I'm not saying he can't. I'm not saying he can't. I'm just asking because for me, if Solo beats Roman, he's beating Cody too.
Well, the thing is, Solo beats Roman. He beats Roman for Jacob because Jacob's eventually going to take Solo out. So that's all for Jacob. So.
I hear you, but
okay. So hold on.
The next route,
and Roman's fine, bro. Roman's fine.
No, that's not what I'm talking. I'm not talking about Roman taking the loss. I'm saying Solo would then have to beat Cody.
You know what? I'm going a different route for the Roman match.
Wait, so he beats Roman Reigns and doesn't eventually?
He beats Roman Reigns and then he loses control. The bloodline leaves him. Him and Jacob have a feud. Jacob beats him. Solo goes far away from all the bloodline bullshit. He's done. He's done.
Okay.
He's done. He's on his own.
So I don't mind your route of doing that. But to me,
I thought of something crazy.
If Solo wins, there's no reason for Jacob to turn. Just like how when Roman was winning, there was no reason for Solo to turn until Roman lost. Then I was like, all right, there's a reason for you to turn.
He could be pushed too far. What are you talking about? He could be pushed too far. He could be disrespected so much time. Jacob's fucking crazy. And he's the original black sheep of the family anyway. He's fucking crazy.
They would have to start telling that story on TV for me to see that. Because I can't.
Which they are. They are.
Slowly,
that Jacob slowly around?
No, that Solo.
They literally took the tag titles away from him. Yeah,
they took the tag titles away from him. Cody wants to challenge him. Solo's like, no. Him and Roman go face to face. He literally is pulling Jacob out of the ring. They're telling the story of Solo limiting Jacob. Then eventually he's gonna either limit him too much or push him around too much and be like, all right, bro.
So for the Cena match, I know Mo said he's Cena and Gunther, so you can put that for the world title match for him for both. Yep. He said Cena versus Gunther.
That's not a bad prediction at all.
I need to get in here after Malik because I just talked myself around into I've changed my mind about something too.
Yeah. So for the Roman match for me, I'm actually gonna go different. I'm gonna say Roman and Seth.
Ew. Not yet.
Ew.
Not yet, anyway.
I wouldn't hate that. I wouldn't hate it.
Your non-title match?
It's going to be the non-title.
I feel like that's a Rumble match. I feel like that's a perfect Rumble match because that's the last time they touch. I feel like they're going to tell that story.
I
feel like it's going to lead into a lot of stuff after, especially everything what's happened with Roman and Seth for WrestleMania and stuff like that. And I feel like that's about WrestleMania.
I honestly, low key, just by the way I think they heading out, Roman and Seth is probably not happening until Roman's damn near done. I think that's one of the last things Roman does.
You think that's his retirement match?
Maybe not retirement, but I think it's the last important feud Roman does for a while. and then he'll be like one-offs here and there. Because I mean, he ain't got. I mean, Roman physically and like his psychology and all that, he can still go, but there's not a lot left for him to do because he's pretty much done everything. He's a Grand Slam champion. He got tag titles. He's the greatest title run in who knows how long, right? Maybe ever. There's really not much for him to do except the bloodline stuff and Seth Rollins. Like, that's really the last two things he really need to do, like, for his quote-unquote legacy. And then after that, it's pretty much just whatever.
Oh, wait a minute, because I got to.
So I've decided real quick. Let me get in here. I've decided to give WWE a little bit more faith.
Okay.
I'm going to give them a little bit more faith in doing the right thing. And again, this is still going to be different from what I think they should do. I still firmly believe in all my picks that we just did, that I think those would be the best decisions. What I think they will do, they're going to do Roman versus The Rock. It's going to be Roman versus Rock. And then Cody is somehow going to get sucked into the CM Punk Seth Rollins stuff, and that's where we get the triple threat. It's going to be Cody, Punk, and Rollins in the main event.
How do you make that happen?
The way that you make that happen is that Punk wins the Royal Rumble, again, does the swerve and calls out Cody, and then just when he's celebrating, just when they're nose to nose, you get the burn it down. Seth Rollins comes out and says, no, I'm not done with. And then maybe you do a situation where either Punk challenges Rollins to this match or the GM makes the match, something. I don't know. But you end up in a situation where Rollins has to beat Punk to get into the triple threat, and he does. And then Punk gets his win back at Mania, pinning Seth in the triple threat. And then after that, you can do Punk versus Cody because Cody didn't take the pin. I think this is what they will do. I'm giving WWE a lot of faith in this instance. But
I'm changing my scenarios around.
Alex, Roman Reigns never won the NXT Championship. You're right, and he's never going to.
I'm going to change.
Was bad. You think 4 years was bad?
I'm going to change.
He's holding that bitch for 10.
I'm going to change my scenarios around.
Yeah, I have to get Obafemi on his ass.
Obafemi ain't enough. I'm sorry.
I'm actually going to say they're going to do Punk versus Seth non-title match.
Oh shit.
Punk versus Seth, I think, will be the non-title match, and I think they're doing Cody versus Roman 3 at WrestleMania.
Well, this promo segment on SmackDown is now moving that up to like number 2 of what I think they're going to do. So I think it was a great segment, but I low-key think that's London.
So I'm curious though, Malik, where does that leave The Rock?
I don't think he has a match.
Really?
I think he's
That's a bold prediction.
Malik, I'm not gonna lie. If you put that on
I think he's a part of the show, but I don't think because if he's not gonna face Cody or Roman, I mean, who else is he really gonna face?
No, that's why.
But Malik, see,
that would be lovely.
That's bold.
This is bold because Malik, everything you've been telling me for months,
that's what I see,
goes against your prediction. Literally goes against everything.
It does.
The Roman and Cody stuff though is moving. It's moving me. It's moving me.
Do you really think? But here's the thing: if Rock wants a WrestleMania match, you really think Triple H is going to keep him off the card?
No, I mean, but we don't even know if he wants to. I mean, we don't know what he can do whatever he wants. Honestly, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. So.
But he already said he's coming back for Cody. You keep
he already said that,
and he has. But I mean, like you throwing out Royal Rumble, that could happen at Royal Rumble.
I hold fast that's going to happen at Rumble. I've said that for months.
But I can't see unless he has a film commitment. I cannot see The Rock wrestling at the Royal Rumble, but not WrestleMania. That doesn't make any sense at all. That makes literally unless he has a commitment. Unless he has a commitment that is blocking WrestleMania, which I don't see happening because they've been planning this for like so fucking long, and this is something that we've never seen before. I feel like you want to do something at WrestleMania for this massive story. So I feel like if he had any like commitments to film, it wouldn't interfere with his WrestleMania plans next year, unless something crazy happens. They have to push some shit back.
I don't
whatever.
I don't think The Rock is missing WrestleMania. He's already done said he's going to be at WrestleMania.
I think it's Cody Rock at Rumble. And then I think it's Rock Roman at Mania. I think that's just simple.
That would be the correct way to go.
Yeah,
that would be
that's the correct way to go. But I don't think it's a simple layup like that. I don't think they're going to.
But
and honestly, you know what they could? They
not having Rock at the Mania though. When you just said Rock has already said he's going to be at Mania.
Yeah,
he's not going to be at Mania for one of these two, either Cody or Roman. That's what Rock is at Mania for. So if it's Cody versus Roman, Rock is not at Mania. That makes no sense.
I don't know. I feel like The Rock could just do whatever he wants, bro. That's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah, honestly.
What is The Rock going to do not related to Cody or Roman? Whatever he wants.
I'm not saying he won't be involved in that match. I mean, he could be somehow involved, a referee or some shit. I don't know. He could be something in that match.
Oh my god.
He'll be involved.
If The Rock comes back to face CM Punk, bro, that's worse than him fighting Cody.
That's terrible.
No.
That's worse than him fighting Cody, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Terrible.
But now that I'll keep changing my opinion though, because there's so many layers they got to this shit.
By the way,
I'm gonna change mine real quick.
You know what? I'm sticking with it. The main event of WrestleMania, I'm not changing. It's gonna be Cody, Roman, and Rock, bro. They're doing a triple threat. They're gonna have to involve Rock. They're gonna have to involve Rock somehow because he's gonna have to.
God, Kid Rock, just go away.
They've been teasing Roman and Cody. That's something right there.
That's what we want. That's what we suggested last year too. So
yeah, I feel like that's the safe bet they're gonna do this year because I think that'll lead to the Roman and Cody match further down the road.
That's exactly what my question was. Who's taking the pin? Who's taking the pin?
Probably Roman. It'll probably be Roman.
Malik. I hate you sometimes.
Then that means we're going to stretch out Cody and Rock. That means we're going to stretch out Rock and Rock. If defense Roman, because
Cody and Rock could happen before that. Roman could cost Rock that match at the Rumble before that, and that's what leads to the triple threat.
That should lead to Roman and Rock, not a triple threat.
It should, but I don't think they're gonna exclude Cody out of it though.
All right, let me do.
I don't see a scenario where they're not doing Cena versus Orton.
Poor Cody.
That's a WrestleMania match.
I definitely.
Let me just get my Cena match out the way. I'm changing what I think they'll do. I think they'll do Gunther and Cena. I think that's the route they're going.
It's the easy way to go.
I don't want it, but I think
we talk about Rumble winners. I mean, Roman, I don't know, man. We talked about him. He could be a favorite too in my mind.
A two-time? He's one of those stars that's not a two-time winner.
He could be a candidate.
Isn't Cena a two-time winner?
Yeah.
Yeah, we said Roman, not Cena.
Roman's one of the stars, and that's not a two-time winner.
He don't.
Roman could be a possibility.
You don't need it. No.
He don't need it, but I could see if they wanted to go that direction because Cody won the last two, and if Roman's gonna get back to Cody, I could see him winning the Rumble and then telling that story. And then if he costs The Rock the title match, you know what I'm saying? Like the Rumble, that men's Rumble could be the first match. Roman could win that match, the main, because I think if Cody and Rock happen to the Rumble, that'd be the main event. So I think that would be the last match on the show. And then I could see maybe Roman costing Rock that match because he wants to fight Cody straight up. Rock obviously gets involved in that, and he can just throw his weight around and shit, put himself in there, make it a triple threat.
Oh, okay. I can I see what you're saying.
Mo, what is your non-title match, Mo? If you have Rock versus Cody,
oh man,
there's a lot of scenarios, bro. That's what makes it hard.
There's so many. Like I want to say Punk Seth, but then it looks like I'm leaving Roman off the card, which I'm not.
I feel like y'all are entertaining scenarios that aren't gonna happen. That's
you know what? I feel
like let me just make my life easier. I don't see it that way.
Let me just make my life easier.
The way you do. I don't think it's gonna be that easy of a layup.
I'm gonna make it easier. Cody, Randy, Rock, Roman.
Okay. Thank you.
And just remember, like for chat who might be a little bit confused, these are our, like as far as I understand what we're doing, these are our official predictions, right?
This is what we think will happen.
The prediction.
Yeah, everything we did before is what we personally would want. This is what we predict will happen.
Is going to happen. What we think is going to happen.
Yeah,
exactly.
As far as the world title match, I don't know. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know what they're gonna do for the women's title match.
I've still got Drew winning the Elimination Chamber and then Drew versus Gunther. Either way, I think Drew's gonna win the Chamber.
So Drew's gonna lose a Mania again?
I think Drew's gonna. I think you guys honestly are putting way too much stock in Gunther just automatically being just because he was the longest reigning this, the longest reigning that.
That's what he does. That's his character. He literally, I was there for that show. He says, I win titles and I defend them better than anybody else. That's
what he said.
The
only
way I see Gunther losing is if they do a triple threat, let's say Survivor Series, triple threat, Punk, Drew, Gunther. Punk pins Drew. That's the only way I see him losing.
Straight up, Drew pins Gunther. That's my prediction.
Oh, Drew.
You got Drew and Gunther.
Drew and Gunther, and Drew wins. Yep.
Okay.
Oh man.
Well, I still think I'm going back to what I
said
before. I think they're doing Gunther and Lesnar.
It doesn't matter.
That's what I think.
Gunther can be whatever he wants.
That is true. I'm sharing him regardless.
But Gunther has been trying to take the ultimate heel, or not ultimate, but he's been trying to take the "you're dirty trash, you're not on my level, people like you." That's what he's trying to do now. So Cena is the ultimate. Oh my gosh, maybe that's why they started Gunther doing that. Because Cena is the ultimate. I stand up for the little guy, hustle, loyalty, respect. Acting like Cena's the only person I know who was like the GOAT and still acts like an underdog and can get away with it. He's the only person that can do it. Other than that,
did he get away with it? He got booed out of buildings,
No,
bro.
he
got booed out of
He didn't get away with it.
He
can get away with it now because he's in like.
No, now he can. Now
I'm not,
he can. But
I'm just not going to make my pick based on assuming that that Gunther is automatically a lock for the longest reigning world champion.
Yes, sir. What I think is going to happen.
You said Gunther versus Drew, right?
Gunther and Drew, yeah.
Okay, you got Gunther and Drew. Nate and Mo, what do you got?
I already got mine.
I said you said Cena. You said Cena, right? You said Cena. Yeah. You said
Cena. Yeah.
They both said Cena. I honestly think they're doing Gunther and Lesnar.
He said, unfortunately.
I don't want to see the match at Mania.
I think they could tell a really good story. I think they could tell.
The match is not going to be bad.
It'll be a good story. It just, I don't know.
I'd just rather see it.
All of you think it's going to be Gunther versus Cena? Oh no, Malik.
No. I think it's going to.
That's still crazy that three of you think that's what WWE. That's wild to me. Okay,
I think it is.
Maybe I'm way off base. That just seems wild.
And the only reason I think that, honestly, Jade, is because the way I feel about Seth and Punk, which I didn't write, but they're my also. I should put a slash next to it. They're my other non-title matches.
Yeah, Punk Seth is.
You got Gunther and Cena.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. And the only reason I say that is because I think Seth and Punk are gonna nullify each other, and then we have Cody, Randy, and I don't think Randy's gonna get it. I don't think they have anybody else to win the Rumble. They can easily tell a story with Cena for that. They can easily. Matter of fact, the last Rumble Cena won was after a losing streak. In fairness,
was it
WrestleMania? I just feel like
yes, he lost, bro. He lost every single championship match, other than Brock Lesnar.
Championship match,
he lost every championship match. He lost to the Big Show and John Laurinaitis. He was losing.
Don't remind me.
Every single CM Punk title match with Ryback in them when they had that little three-way feud. Who else did he lose to? That he lost to
Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler. He lost to everybody. Oh yeah, because AJ Lee pushed him off, right? That was that year. Yeah, he lost to everybody that year, other than Brock, which makes no sense.
Which was so stupid. So stupid.
All right, so
to this day,
and for the rest of the matches, we can just move on to the what we would book because I don't know how they're gonna do the rest of that shit. At least in my mind.
For the women,
unless y'all want to throw, but I don't know what they're gonna do.
I mean, I can throw out right now what I think they're gonna do with both women's titles. For the SmackDown Women's Championship, I think they're gonna make that. You don't have to put a bunch of names; just put like 6-pack challenge. I think they're gonna do a big multi-women match for that one. And then for the Raw Women's, I think Io's going to win the Royal Rumble, and I think we're going to get Rhea as the champion versus Io.
Has Io's never won, right? It was Asuka.
No, she never.
Right. Yeah. So Io as the Rumble winner, 1-on-1 versus Rhea as Rhea's the champion.
Hogan strikes again.
And then the women's is a 6-pack
How is that a G Hogan?
Which one of them
both Asian?
Which one of the Asian ladies won?
The Asian ladies won.
No, for me, for the SmackDown title, I'm saying Tiff and Charlotte. And then, I agree with the.
Put me down for that.
I agree with Jade.
You put me down for that. Yeah. You put me down for the same thing.
I don't know what they're going to do yet, so I ain't going to say nothing.
Sorry, I'm running mine.
Damn, so we're all saying everyone's going to be the same champions going into Mania.
I think there's no need to change it.
I definitely think Tiffany's going to be champion by WrestleMania, though.
Tiffany as champion, right? That's what y'all said?
Yeah, I think Tiffany's going to be the champion going into Mania, too. I think what they might do, because what I said and what they should do is they should have Tiffany be dominant in the chamber. I think it's a lot more likely that what happens is Tiffany goes in last, and then right before she comes out, it's only Nia and maybe Charlotte left, and Nia loses to Charlotte, but then destroys Charlotte on the way out, and then all Tiffany has to do is come out of her pod and pin her. And then there's this big thing about how Tiffany didn't actually beat anybody, so then she's in the match with everybody. I think is what they might swing to.
That's fire.
Did you say the same thing, Malik, as Tiffany versus Charlotte?
No. I don't know what they're gonna do yet, so don't put.
Oh, so Tiffany versus TBD. That's what I will put.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do yet. So.
What did y'all say for the Raw? Oh, Io Rhea. Did y'all have the same thing?
Io Rhea. Yeah.
Jay.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah. I don't know.
Get Liv out of there.
Do anything yet, so.
Get Liv out of there. Back her up.
Rhea versus Io.
I think. I'm gonna go with what I said.
I think Liv is going to be involved in the Wyatt 6 versus the Judgment Day because you've got Nikki Cross there. So I think Liv slides in real nice.
It's a good prediction.
Seeing Liv out of the situation makes me smile.
Oh, G Baby still thinks she's going to be there.
Yeah, I still think she's getting. I wouldn't be surprised, but I think she's getting there. I think she's.
I won't be surprised, bro.
I think she's getting there. I'm not gonna lie.
It makes sense.
So wait, so G Baby, who's your Royal Rumble?
Well, I definitely see the triple threat that I said, Liv versus Rhea versus Becky. That's what I see happening. I definitely see
Charlotte's the Royal Rumble one. Okay.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I think that's what's gonna happen.
So put down what I see happening. I'm gonna say Tiffany versus Charlotte, and then the women's triple threat.
The same one I have.
Yeah.
Or Rhea.
But Rhea's the champion.
You just have Rhea as champion. Okay. All right, cool.
So basically, same thing. It's just different champions.
Now, how I would book it is different, Jay, because I don't want Charlotte winning the. I don't want Charlotte winning the Rumble, but I think if that's where she makes her return, yeah, I can see her winning it for sure.
Yeah,
because she's only won it once, right? She's not a two-time.
Let's see, mid-card title matches. We can leave those blank if you guys want, because we got to move on to the next one.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. And I'm good.
Yo, how the Seahawks and the Dolphins not score?
Unless y'all have a quick fill in. I'm gonna say what I predicted is gonna be the mid-card title matches.
Yeah, mine was a little bit different. I think they're gonna do Sheamus versus Braun. It's not what I want, but I think it's what they will do. U.S. title, I still think it makes the most sense to do L.A. versus Kevin Owens, so I'm going to stick with that as what they will do.
I'm going to stick with that too, honestly. I'm going to stick with that too.
You might as well just copy paste for me.
Yeah. I'm going to put Braun Breaker versus Sheamus to give Braun Breaker the IC win. Oh, gosh, damn it. But I think... And then you said LA Knight versus.
And then I think it makes the most sense for them to do LA Knight versus Owens. Yeah.
Oh.
What the?
Yeah, it's been tripping.
It just wants to copyright your shit.
Kevin Owens, and we can copy and paste that all across the board.
Makes too much sense.
Malik, you have the same thing?
I'm gonna say the multi-man match for the ladder match for the men for the IC title match. But LA Knight, Kevin Owens, yes.
Okay. So I'll just put multi-man match.
The ladder match. The one that I basically talked about before. That's going to be...
Yeah.
That's what I
think. My Mania match, obviously, is Gunther Cena. So I'll just fill that in real quick. All right. We are going to get to... how we would actually book the show.
Oh boy,
this seems more simpler in our minds how we book it. It's a simple way to do it. A simple way to do it to me.
Low key, I'm kind of good with my card. Like the same thing.
Oh
man, what the?
Oh, I gotta unshare and then reshare.
That's the website we don't need to see, bro.
Nah, I just minimized the screen. That's my fault.
I turn my camera off.
That triple threat actually is kind of. I'm Rock, Roman, Cody. I think they honestly gonna do that shit, bro.
Bruno's the profile picture is still wild.
Crazy, bro.
All because of a troll too. That's crazy. All right, we'll just go individually order by order. So I'll just start and then G Baby can go. So we'll just do everybody order by order. So for me, how I would do it, undisputed title, I'm doing Cody versus CM Punk. I feel like there's an appealing story to tell there. I feel like Punk wins the Rumble. He wants the top spot and he wants to be in the main event. I feel like, and if he wants to be in the top spot, to me, the person he would have to go after would be Cody. Even though Gunther is a great champion, but Gunther isn't being placed at the top.
So the first one was, we think this is what they should do from a business perspective.
This is how we would do it.
The second one is, how do we think it's going to go? And this is, I've got the book, right?
Yeah,
this one is, I've got the book. Okay.
No, so everybody's going to go individually.
Oh, yeah. I got Cody versus Randy. Cody versus Randy. That's not true.
Or Malik, where you want to do your whole card?
Yeah, I'm gonna do. Everybody's gonna do their whole card.
So just let Malik do his whole card. And
my bad. Okay,
I'm gonna do the whole card, and then you do the whole card, and then Nate's gonna do his whole card. Everybody's gonna do their whole card. Just based on
that's fine. That's fine.
The world title match. For the Raw Championship, I'm doing Gunther and Seth Rollins. I feel like that's a safe bet, and that's a banger of a WrestleMania match right there. That could be match of the year, honestly.
Gosh darn it, why does it do that?
Excel is tricky, my friend. Trust me.
Yeah.
I just had to do some. We're gonna have some slightly different things going on with the quiz next week, so I had to move some things around, and it took me a while to figure it out.
No, you're good. You're good.
But they're ready. So
for the SmackDown Women's Championship match, I'm honestly sticking with the Fatal Four with Tiffany, Nia, Naomi, and
is Tiffany champion at this point?
Yes. I feel like they got a pretty good story going there. I feel like you could end that at WrestleMania. Everybody's kind of beefing now. Maybe Naomi turns heel, something like that. With that aspect, honestly, that's what I would do. I'll turn Naomi heel. That glow gimmick.
Wait, was it Bailey, Naomi, and Nia?
Yeah.
No Charlotte?
No. Please, no. Keep her in that title picture. I don't want to see her involved in the title picture. I mean, her and Tiffany would be cooked, but I don't want to see her in a title match.
I just don't. Yeah, I feel you.
Women's World Title, I'm still doing Becky, Liv, and Rhea for the triple threat as well.
Okay, sorry, I'm getting my charger. Becky, Liv, and Rhea?
Yeah.
Cool. Who's champion? Rhea?
Rhea's champion. I see title matches interesting though, man. There's so many good mid-carders on that scene. I feel bad.
Versus Liv, right?
Yeah.
So does Charlotte have a Mania match on your books?
I'll find something else for her to do. Yeah, she gonna do something by herself.
Okay.
We can fight Trish.
It should be Bianca, but
Michin is crazy. Yeah, Bianca. Oh, Bianca and Bianca. And
that's what I would do personally.
Yeah. I see. Let's see. We'll go. So I'll fill in some of the Kevin Owens and LA Knight for sure. I'm doing that. And then Cena versus Orton. Yeah, I'm doing that still. Non-title match. What the hell was my non-title match? Oh, my non-title match is gonna be something different, actually.
You said Cena, Randy Orton?
Yes. My non-title match, I'm gonna get to the IC title match, man. But my non-title match, just throw out something different, something match that we haven't talked about. I'm gonna do Logan Paul versus AJ Styles.
Ooh.
Because I mean, we obviously assume Roman and Rock is happening for you.
Yeah, and you could put Roman and Rock under that too. I just want to throw that out there, so you could put that underneath there. And you could also throw out another one. You could put Bianca and Jade, just so people know. So those are three non-title matches that I see. IC title match, I see it being a ladder match with what I pretty much think. I think it's going to be Braun versus. I just feel like they have so many good mid-carders. It's just hard to not put at least all of them on there. Like I know people are probably going to miss Mania and stuff, but that mid-card scene is just so good. And if they want to have Braun lose the title in a multi-man match where he doesn't get pinned or something, I think that could be. I mean, I could see that happening. So I think it's going to be Braun versus Sheamus. What I would do, Braun versus Sheamus versus Bronson Reed.
Braun versus Sheamus versus Bronson
versus Ilya
versus Strowman.
No, there was somebody else that threw out there.
You said Dom and Ray.
Right, yeah.
Or just
then you got the Wyatt 6. I mean, I could see the Wyatt 6 factor playing into yeah. So take out because that Wyatt 6 is.
I don't think Wyatt
got Dragon Lee.
Yeah, somebody mentioned Wyatt 6 though versus Judgment Day. I kind of like that.
You got Dragon Lee still.
Oh yeah, I'm not putting him in there. Wait, what? No, wait.
That's crazy.
Put Chad Gable
in a ladder match. That's crazy.
Oh, Chad Gable.
Chad Gable. He did good in ladder matches. Take out Dom and put in. I mean, Dragon Lee is cool. I mean, yeah, he can.
Still got Pete Dunne. You got Ludwig.
Pete Dunne. I put
Tyler Bate.
Pete Dunne. Because he kind of involved with the Sheamus stuff too. And then for the non-title match, y'all can put as many as y'all want. Put Wyatt 6 for a Judgment Day too. Non-title match. I see that being a tag match. I like that.
I'm gonna just put JD.
Yeah, I got it now.
Nate, you want to go?
Yeah, I'll go. For my undisputed title match, I got maybe Cody versus Randy.
Oh, snap! Wrong side. Cody versus Randy.
Cody and Randy. I like that. Yeah.
And then for my world title match, give me Gunther versus Seth versus Punk. We'll run that triple threat. It's pretty much going to be the same as my other one. And then SmackDown Women's Tiffy S champion versus Charlotte.
Charlotte.
And then for the women's Rhea versus Io. And then the IC title, I'm gonna do Braun versus Ilya.
Now you doing Braun and Ilya straight up?
Yeah, straight up 1-on-1. And then this is where things get interesting. LA Knight is not my champion. Give me Grayson Waller as my U.S. champion.
Grayson Waller
versus Austin Theory. It's gonna be a multi-man match. Throw some people in there.
Grayson Waller is U.S. champion. Okay.
Versus Theory. We can keep Kevin in there for now. Give him something to do. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 versus Andrade. That's 4, right? Versus let's give Tez and Dawkins match. Throw them in there.
Yeah.
This is very much a side note. I know everybody keeps talking about don't put the Lucha Brothers with. I'll just put Dawkins. Don't put the Lucha Brothers with the LWO. Keep them far away. They're not going to the LWO. They're going to be a team with Andrade to fight Santos and Legado del Fantasma. Just
all right.
Everybody's worried about LWO. They're going to SmackDown to team with Andrade, and they're going to go against Santos and Legado del Fantasma. I hope everybody.
All right. Anyway,
and when it happens, we'll come back to it. Everybody worried about the LWO. That's what Triple H is going to do. They're going to SmackDown.
Cena's match versus Carmelo.
Love that.
And this is where things get interesting for me after you put that down. Remember what I said earlier? They're going to what I said earlier. They're going to give Nick Aldis. They should give Nick Aldis that William Regal push that William Regal was supposed to have back in 2008. I think he's earned it. So give me LA Knight versus Nick Aldis because he needs a baby face. I was going to do Kevin Owens, but Kevin Owens is about to turn himself. And I think that should be, honestly, I'm so serious, that should be your next Universal Champion. I'm so serious. I think he'd be great. I think he should be. I mean, if it's not going to be Randy or Rock, who's going to be Cody? So let it be Nick.
That's good.
I'm gonna throw this because I believe in this guy so much. Give me Baron Corbin versus Logan Paul. This guy deserves a push. I think he can. I think if anybody is going to get Baron Corbin cheers, it's going to be Logan Paul. And then obvious, Rock.
You got Bianca and Jay too?
Yeah, I got Bianca and Jay too. I think they lose the titles to Liv and Raquel. Or I would.
You think Raquel's coming back as a heel?
She should back up Liv. Yeah, for Rhea. Rhea took her out.
Fair enough.
I believe that's what they should win the titles, and then it should be them versus Becky and Lana. That's how I believe. But that's not a non-title match. That's a title match.
All right, so this is I've got the book right.
Uh-huh.
I'm booking my perfect WrestleMania. Damn WWE's consequences.
Damn, we ain't gonna see CM Punk. CM Punk don't even bring your gear,
CM
bro.
Punk ain't on this show, y'all. CM Punk ain't on this show.
Pack his bags.
Hey, CM Punk.
Hold on, G, what's yours? What's yours?
Oh, I'm going my last.
Oh,
I
He gonna put
assume
some bullshit.
I assume that's what he was doing. Undisputed title. Braun Breaker dominates in the Royal Rumble, and we get Cody versus Braun Breaker for the undisputed title.
Damn.
That would be such a cool. That would be such a cool
Are we
program.
doing title for title?
You'll see.
Oh,
Cody versus Braun. World title. We are going to do Gunther versus AJ Styles.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, this
Gunther
is
is
super
still the
random, but I
champion.
like it.
He gets a returning AJ Styles. We can tell the story. We can get it there. No problem.
this man don't care about none of that, bro. He said everybody's doing whatever.
He said, "Fuck those logistics, bro. Let's just do it."
I think that could be realistic.
No, I'm saying, yeah, you're booking, there's no brand.
I need them to do a
whatever.
superstar shakeup or something before Netflix.
Hey, why can't AJ Styles win the Rumble? I'm with you, Jay.
That's
he
for
should
like
be
a
able to.
little bit.
He should. Not this year, but eventually he should.
SmackDown Women's Championship. Nia is still the champion, and she defends against both Jade and Bianca.
Big meaty woman match.
And then, by the way, just if you were interested, Jade Cargill wins, but then Tiffany does cash in at WrestleMania and becomes the champion.
So you
It's a
said,
G Hogan move.
So it's Nia as the champion versus Bianca and Jade.
Yeah, big meaty woman slapping meat, bro.
Big E.
Oh my god!
For the Raw Women's Championship, if I had the book, Dakota Kai is winning the Royal Rumble and we're doing
oh my God! They just said Dakota Kai.
Rhea versus Dakota Kai.
I don't want to hear nothing about Lyra. This nigga said Dakota Kai.
I've got the book.
That's even more cooked.
I've got the
Cat
book.
roasting as well. Ain't going
As
crazy.
usual,
So
it's crazy.
Dakota Kai
Bitch, I don't even know you. Get a picture of
I'm about to be nasty. I'm about to be nasty, bro. How you know she gonna make it to them?
Listen, again, this has nothing to do with.
She like Ray, bro. Her, Tegan, and Ray, bro. They probably got the same doctor.
I took this as a
Them
fantasy.
niggas
Now
cooked.
I'm trying to stick to some dose of reality, but
Hey,
again,
maybe
if I
some-
have the
maybe
book
stem
and she
cells.
can go, then I'm doing Rhea
Get them
versus
stem cells,
Dakota Kai.
Dakota. Get
Stem
them stem
cells.
cells.
Wait,
This
so
is
you
Jay.
said Rhea
This is
versus
Jay. This is
Dakota?
Jay show. This is Jay show. So
Just
Rhea
put it
and,
down and let me move on.
His
All right,
Rhea
Rhea
and
versus
Dakota.
Dakota. Got you.
EO can hang out at ringside. She can be there.
That's crazy, man. That's
Crazy.
crazy. You at ringside.
It said burn
Insane.
Jay's book immediately.
The IC title is going to be the fairly new IC champion Kofi Kingston defending in a street fight versus Xavier Woods.
Wait, what?
Hey,
This
man.
man all over.
That took a turn. Okay, all right.
Nah, Kofi
I'm not
winning the IC
mad.
title would definitely.
Listen, you could say
send-
Braun Breaker.
definitely send Xavier Woods into a spiral.
You
If
could
Kofi won
say
the IC
Braun Breaker just gives up the Intercontinental title when he wins the Rumble. I don't give a shit. He doesn't have to lose. He can just give it up and go after the world title, and then the title is open, and then Kofi and Xavier are both in a match for it, and Kofi costs Xavier, and that's when Xavier finally snaps, and then we lead to Kofi versus
basically,
Xavier for the title.
Braun pulls a Samoa Joe in AEW.
Yeah. For the street fight, again, I'm still doing LA Knight versus Kevin Owens. I would love that. Absolutely, LA Knight versus Kevin Owens. And then I'm still doing Cena versus Orton, and I'm still doing Roman versus The Rock. And then if Punk and Rollins want to have a match on the card somewhere, be my guest. Be my guest. They can still have that match somewhere. And then I'm really, as far as all the other matches, as far as like the Wyatt Six versus Judgment Day, or Baron, all that stuff doesn't really matter. But what we don't have listed here are the tag team matches. And I want to see the original Usos versus the Tongans for one set of titles. And then if the rumors are true, I want to see DIY versus the Motor City Machine Guns for the other set of titles. That's where I would want to go for the other ones.
W.
You could even throw the Lucha Brothers in there as a triple threat if you want to. Go nuts. But
nah, they're gonna be in a six-pack. They're gonna be in a six-man tag versus Santos and Legado.
I feel you.
For the 56th
Why are you
time,
putting
bro.
this in the air, bro?
Bro, because
I mean, it's hey, bro. See
all
the
I've
demo of
seen
the
on
fall
TikTok
testing.
is, bro, all I've seen on TikTok, keep them away from DIY. I mean, keep them away from LWO. Keep them away from LWO. I was like, y'all worried about the LWO. After Andrade finishes with Carmelo, he gonna need some backup when he feud with Santos. Because what else Santos finna do? Like, everybody worried about that. Y'all need to be worried about Santos and that. But go ahead, bro.
Hey, you got one fan in the chat, man. You got one fan in the chat.
thanks, Alex. Appreciate. I got a couple.
All right.
G gonna hit that way, bro. I need to see G because he's gonna be nasty.
See, look, these
G,
four
go
down
for it.
here, Jay. These four down here, I'm
Uh-huh.
with it. I love it. That Rhea and Dakota, though, that just, bro, that's just like, bro. Oh my god.
G, go ahead and get yours out the way, bro. I need to see yours, bro.
No,
Come
please.
on, I want mine to
No,
go.
get yours first. You gotta go next,
ahead.
bro. You gotta go next.
Go
You gotta
ahead.
go next.
Go ahead.
All right.
'Cause yours gonna be nasty. So
It's not gonna be that. So we talk about if I had to, right?
if you had the book, yes.
Okay, so we still gonna do Cody Randy. I think that's still gonna be the feud. I'm gonna get my non-title matches out the way because obviously we got Roman Rock. I just want to get that out the way now because I don't think there's gonna be anything else. I think we're gonna have Seth versus Punk. I think that's gonna be, maybe not the blow off, but it'll definitely be a match where I think Punk needs to win. There's another non-title match. I'll get back to it later. So I'm definitely with the what was it? It was Tiffany versus Charlotte versus Nia. But Tiffany cashes in to make it a triple threat. They give her the woman title of the century. So Nia versus Charlotte, because I think she's coming back. Charlotte, I think that's how you spell that. Versus Tiffany with a cash in. Cash in. So if I had the book, I'm doing. Actually, I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep LA Knight versus Kevin Owens. Cena will be. That's because if I had the book, I'm still doing Cody Randy. Actually, I'm still Nate. I like Cena versus Carmelo. That's a good little match for Carmelo to do. That's a great match for Melo to do. I think Melo should win, but if you want to give Cena the win, it's not the end of the world. As far as the IC title, I am going to do. If it was me, I'm also going to do a ladder match because I think WrestleMania should at least have one. But I am actually going to go with Malik's idea of having Dominic Mysterio win that match with the help of Liv Morgan. So I'm going to get Chad out of here, and I'm going to put Dom Mysterio. Everybody else can still be fine, but I think Dom Mysterio wins with the help of Liv Morgan. I guess because we have Tiffany cashing in, you've made a new star, so I don't need to have a new star here. So I am actually just going to take this and add it in there. Rhea versus Becky versus Liv. That would be my World Women Championship for the Raw side. Now for the world title. Y'all should know where I'm going with this.
Wait, are you about to agree with me? Uh-oh. Hold on.
Y'all should know where I'm going with this.
Is he about to agree with me?
Well, just slap it on there then. What's What's going on?
We got Gunther, right? It ain't gonna be against Seth. It ain't gonna be against Punk. It ain't gonna be against Cena.
Come on.
It is going to be against
G.
the 2025 Royal Rumble winner.
Oh, wait.
Finn Balor! Finn Balor!
Oh, man.
Because I've been talking about what are you going to do with the Rumble win, this, that, and the third. It's all been a setup because it's gonna be Finn Balor. Finn Balor is winning.
I thought you were gonna do something good.
Royal Rumble, and he is going to fight Gunther for the World Heavyweights.
We're talking about the same guy right here. The same guy.
Burn his book. Burn his book.
Wait, so Finn Balor is worse than Dakota Kai?
No.
Okay, then.
It don't get worse than that. But
Y'all lucky Samoa Joe not in the company because I would have Samoa Joe.
Okay, yeah, let's cut his mic.
All right, Mo, what you got, man?
I am moving as if though Samoa Joe does not come to WWE. If Samoa Joe enters the company, he's my Royal Rumble winner.
cut this nigga's mic.
I promise you.
Cut his mic, please.
Go ahead,
I actually do love that comment. He said it's bad because we all knew he was going to say Finn. Oh, you think I was saying
I thought you were
gonna
end? I thought you were about to agree with me on my World Heavyweight title match, but I guess not. Anyway, I like the cards. But for my undisputed title, I'm doing Cody Randy. I think that would be great. Great story. Randy as a heel is perfect. I don't know about y'all. Y'all want this heel Cody? I don't care for it, but that's just me. World title.
Thanks,
This
Alex.
is purely fantasy because I don't think this guy's ready yet. But
I know what you're gonna say.
Gunther Ilya.
Yeah, I know you're gonna say
Gunther and Ilya. They're not gonna miss. They wouldn't miss. I'm gonna keep Tiffany and Charlotte. I think that would be great for the SmackDown Women's Division. They need a boost anyway, and I think Charlotte being in that match would be great. I'm gonna run back actually Rhea and Becky.
1-on-1?
But with a stipulation. I'm actually gonna steal something that me and Malik did in our collab video. Last woman standing. So and then our IC title match. I'm doing Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Braun Strowman, and Sheamus. Just beef.
The big meaty man.
Beef.
Meat Mania.
Meat Mania. Big E, I got you. Meat Mania, bro.
WrestleMania.
So Braun versus not Ilya versus Sheamus versus Strowman.
So the three Brauns and then Sheamus.
Versus
the three
Bronson
Brauns and Sheamus.
Yeah, 3 Brons. You could have just kept the Bronsons in there. Bronson triple threat, bro.
That would be solid. LA Knight, Kevin Owens. I think that's perfect.
I think we all kind of agree on that one.
Yeah, I didn't come into that with that, but the more we talked about it, the more
that's perfect.
It's perfect.
That's a good
it's
one.
perfect
because that's the best.
Especially if we get apron bomb KO against LA Knight.
Oh man,
yeah. Because if we're gonna turn him heel but still lose to Cody, the best way to keep that momentum is for him to win that title off of a babyface fan favorite.
Yep. And the promo work. Come on, man. Cena, AJ actually. Cena and AJ.
I like that low key because I think AJ can still carry Cena to a good match.
I mean, the AJ Styles matches were some of the best matches of Cena's career.
Yeah, that'd be a good match.
Of either of their careers, to be honest.
I'm assuming you got Roman Rock as one of them, right?
Yeah, like I think the only way I want the Bloodline story to end after WrestleMania. That's just me.
It's not going to. They said it. That's the new Bullet Club.
Yeah, I hope it's not.
That's Triple H's Bullet Club, bro. It's not going to end. Because we still got Zilla on the way, Hutaleo. There's like twins out there, bro. It's not gonna end. It's their bullet.
There's twins.
Lance and Oahi, yeah.
There's twins out there.
Yeah, I don't know the names. I just heard it from y'all. I don't know the names.
But yeah, Punk and Seth.
Oh yeah,
I think that's
versus Seth.
Yep. I don't really care for God versus the Usos, but I think it's gonna happen.
I will say Tagaloa doesn't look as bad when he's in a tag team as opposed to when he was trying to be by himself.
Fair. He's tag team guy. Yeah.
Fair. Oh yeah, Bianca and Jade. Bianca
versus Jade. Oh, and by the way, in my card, I I don't have a world title in the main event, sadly, because I think Seth and Punk is going to be a blood feud, and Punk's whole thing was getting the main event. I think they were going to main event last year with or without the title. So these two right here are my main events.
Yeah, if Roman Rock's on the card, it's the last match on the card. It made
you would have Seth and Punk main event
as main event night one, because I think it's going to be a blood feud. It's a story they've been telling the longest. Roman Rock is a story they've been telling the longest. In my world, Randy, Cody, and Gunther Finn don't start until the Rumble or like leading up to the Rumble. That's when their story starts. I'm not putting these in the main event over blood feuds.
Gunther Finn. Oh my God.
Hell yeah, man.
All right.
You gotta let it go, guy. Man, you gotta let it go.
There's some wild.
Rhea versus Dakota. Let's go.
That's even worse.
Yeah, I was about to say that's worse.
Finn Balor though and Gunther. Yeah, come on, number. We don't need that.
It would be a great match. It's the match they were supposed to have at Takeover. What was it?
They already had that match. They already had that match on Raw.
No. That don't count. That's a TV match.
What do you mean it don't count?
The real pay-per-view match we're supposed to get. And look, because mind you, this is also like not just randomly, because Finn is winning the Damian Priest feud. I've been said that. He's winning that feud. And we'll probably finish that feud at War Games, because this is the first match of Bad Blood. So we'll probably finish it by War Games. All right. Or maybe one of them little TV special beginning of the year type stuff, New Year's Revolution, whatever they want to call it. That'll probably be a blow-off match. And then boom, you go right there, just beating a former world champion that everybody loves. Boom, Royal Rumble win. We here.
You got a lot of faith in Finn Balor.
There you got a lot of faith, man. Yeah.
This is if I had the book. If I had the book, yeah, we good. We good.
I know.
I don't trust you.
Well, mind you, if I had the book, Finn wouldn't be in this spot. Let me tell you that right now. He wouldn't be in this spot. And Samoa Joe, hey, I would have paid the fine for tampering. Samoa Joe would have been on the roster. I would have paid the fine for the tampering contract negotiations. Come here, Samoa Joe. All right,
so we all gave our perspectives on how we view this WrestleMania going 3 different ways. There's a lot of scenarios that could go down for this Mania, bro. I mean, I don't think anybody's going to be 100% correct with everything, but I mean, there's a lot of different scenarios they really could go as far as what direction they could go in. Rhea versus Dakota. That's something.
Again, this is fantasy booking. It's if I had the book, obviously. I don't think
Balor versus Gunther. I mean, match quality, of course, Finn Balor and Gunther. You know, that's a phenomenal matchup. But I mean, Finn Balor,
So let me ask you a question. Let me just ask you a question.
Because
it's probably not going to happen, because I think it's going to be Gunther Cena. So I don't think it's going to happen. But let me just ask this question. If we do get Gunther versus Finn Balor, I feel like each one of y'all should give me a public apology on the show.
You know, I'm going to agree to it because it's not happening.
All right.
Yeah, I'll apologize. If we get that at Mania, I'll apologize.
Okay, that's all I want. I just want y'all to know G-Baby not crazy. That's all I care about. Oh, that's my other match, Dom versus Ray. Oh, wait, no. I haven't title. Never mind.
Yeah, you can put that down for me.
Yeah, Dom versus Ray is definitely. If they don't put him in an IC title match, I think it's going to be the retirement match for Ray.
Match versus
Ray is done?
Yeah.
Yes, bro.
That lefty's cooked, bro. We don't need the LWO.
I got them stem cells.
Hey, Nate. Just think about it. Mania, it could be one of the mid-card. Hey, son, you're hurting me.
Neil, you're hurting me. That's how you write Ray off. You have Ray take his mask off, and then Dom lays him out, and then gets the left knee.
Y'all are evil.
And then after that, Dom wins the IC title at SummerSlam to cap it off all that hate.
Hell yeah. Or he wins Money in the Bank. Fuck that. No,
I don't know if they're going to do that.
I think Money in the Bank's going to Melo this year.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Because he's beating Cena. That's why I have that match, because he's going to beat Cena.
That's good.
Then he's going to win Money in the Bank. That's how we put him in the main event.
There's a lot of scenarios what they could do. There are some things I think that completely just mess up a lot of scenarios. It's mainly that main event with Roman, Rock, and Cody. It's those three. It's just those three. Yeah, well.
Rock can either make this card even better than last year's, or he can make it worse, like one of the worst ones. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Rock can either make this card better than last year's, or make it one of the worst ones.
If they were to do I mean, obviously, Rock and Roman is the objective we all want, right? But if they were to do Cody versus, I feel like Cody and Rock is like the least favorite for me. I'd much rather see the triple threat, or I'd much rather see Cody versus Roman for the third time. Like, I wouldn't hate if they did Cody versus Rock. It just like it messes up a lot of things on the show. You know what I mean? Like, then you have to figure out what you're doing, switching out a lot of things, and then you probably got the Roman and Solo or something like that. And it's just like people just not gonna feel that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that just messes up too much. It makes it too difficult. Like how they were doing it this year. Like, bro, just give us Cody and Roman. We've been waiting for it, and just wait for that match. So, I feel like after Survivor Series or around that time, we'll know for sure. At least we should get the feeling of what the agenda is gonna be. But then again, I don't know. It makes it puts a lot of scenarios up in the air. So I guess we'll see who right and who wrong, man. I kind of interested to see what they're gonna do for WrestleMania. So any last thoughts? Any match that you like has to happen on the show for you? Like the one match you had to pick,
Roman Rock
has to happen.
Well, other than the obvious, I feel like honestly, I feel like Cena does not need to fight Randy. As long as that doesn't happen.
He does not.
As long as that doesn't happen to me, I don't care what Cena does.
I'm over it.
I would even be cool with Cena in the world title match because I think Gunther has been such a good heel, like getting cheap heat, but
The
like
promos
good
were so
enough.
good.
I think that versus Cena, I think the crowd would eat that up.
Because
I think the
Cena's
crowd would
literally
eat it
the
up.
face of sports entertainment. Gunther's pure pro wrestling. So that's a perfect dynamic right there. The story would be A1. I don't know about the match quality or if how Cena's going to hold up, especially taking a chop, but I think it could work.
I think if he could sell for Solo and did nothing for it, he can get a world title match for Gunther and sell for him.
He's John Cena.
No, John Cena could fit anywhere in the card.
He's John Cena, bro.
I mean, he could fit anywhere in the card. I think they should do Cena versus Orton though. That's the match I think they should do. Cena versus Gunther. Cena versus Gunther would be. I'd be okay with that, but I kind of feel like that's like SummerSlam or something different, you know, because I don't think Gunther is losing that title until SummerSlam or maybe even past that. I think he'll win that title for a while. So,
I mean, if we're keeping it a buck, Tony Khan, if you're a real wrestling fan, let Edge come back for one match.
No,
he's never going to do it though because he hates
Edge locked in, bro.
He's a dweeb. That's why.
And Edge hurt still too. You know what I'm saying? He broke his leg.
Man, just tape it up. Come on, let's go.
Jumped off that cage, bro. In a perfect world, though, Cena versus Edge would be great in a perfect world. But you know, Edge just
that is the
he had to leave us. He had to, for Christian. You know what I'm saying? For Christian.
Hey, I don't blame him.
I get it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna sign off here. Thank you guys for coming through. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We'll be back next week. Jay's gonna be hosting another one of those quiz shows that he wants to do, so we'll be doing that next week. And then we got Bad Blood recap after that. So make sure you guys sub to the pod. Be on the lookout for all the content updated that we post on the channel as well, wrestling related. And we'll see who's right and who's wrong, bro. I think it should be a lot easier than we expect in our minds, but I just feel like there's just so many scenarios where it just makes it a lot more difficult into how they're gonna kind of structure everything and shit. So it just makes it a little bit more difficult of how they're gonna do things. But I feel like Rock and Roman just makes it safer as the objective. If they don't do it, it just kind of makes things a lot harder and it just makes things more difficult than it needs to be. So I'm gonna let y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Make sure y'all tune in. As always, bro. We haven't done this in a while. You know what I'm saying?
Go Lockhart. Go Lockhart Lions.
Yes, sir.
Wait, go Lockhart Lions.
Yeah.
We forgot, bro. We ain't done it in a while, bro. You saying?
Hell yeah.
Best way to go out, Nate. Being Homo sapien, bro.
Come on, go Lockhart Lions. Go Lockhart Lions.
Homo sapien for life, bro.
Put that full screen on Nate, bro.
It's been a little bit, bro.
That's our king, bro. Oh, shit. Here you go. All right, bro.
Ain't done this in a while,
Ain't been in a while. It's been done in a while, bro. You gotta go. Yeah.
That's how we end.